all these bitches out here trying to be a playmate, but I just want to be Hugh Hefner.
I want to throw some bands on these hoes. Fuck on your bitch like I'm Hugh Hefner.
I take 10% like a rapper.
No fake in my tits, but I'll check hers.
Yeah, you will. Your bitch gave me brain now. Now her neck hurts.
Ouch. I could count higher than 21.
My bank is just fine. Get your money up.
Gold in my blunts. It'd be rolling up.
Red on my shoes. But we be pulling up.
You used to drop in panties, but now, now you're drowning in them Xannies.
Good night. God, my name all in your mouth. Yeah, your tweet, it just gave me clout.
Why don't you slide into my DMs? I'll drop 5K on a drop of fucking water.
Classy. More ice on my wrist than tuition for your daughter. Yo, I fucked your bitch.
I'm sorry I'm rich and you're not. Tana.
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 Playmate of the month.
My cash comes in lumps.
Keys full of bumps.
Man's all on my humps. Fuck on your bitch like I'm Hugh Hefner.
She say she in love, but I left her.
She's sipping on my pussy like
She nasty.
it's nectar.
She say he was good.
No, she didn't.
But she said I was better.
Yeah, you are.
Hopping in this bitch like a motherfucking bunny.
Playing all these boys like I'm catching bears with honey.
Sign those NDAs. You gotta keep them quiet.
We out here on the streets like a motherfucking riot.
You heard me, Antiva.
I want Gucci shit, so I buy it. Can't catch my flow, so don't try it. I want Gucci shit, so I buy it. Can't catch my flow, so don't try it. Tana. Ooh, Tana. Oh, yeah. Good evening.
I see a problem.
You didn't check the camera?
I did.
The camera, is the camera plugged in? Camera's not even plugged in, asshole.
The camera's
it's
not
hang-
plugged
It's hanging
in.
off
It's
the
right
back of the fucking
It's
thing.
right there.
I was sitting there going, I was like, why can't I not see
Do it
this?
everyone a favor, is what we're
You're so
Like, they don't even appreciate the fact that we're doing them a favor.
activate.
Beep. And there we are.
Look, you're so
Check
focused
us
on the audio. We didn't even look at the goddamn.
Trying to fix all these audio problems we've been having.
I threw the cam link up there.
How's that?
I figured.
How's that?
Yeah.
Man, we crushed it. Except for that one little thing, man. We got it all fixed.
Well, I guess there's
Didn't we?
nothing else to do. I gotta go ahead and roll the drink, honey.
Roll the card out. Roll the card out. All right. Hey, everybody. K-Derp's here. Tennessee Marine, how you doing, buddy? Cliff, Brockus, Missy's here. Andrew. Oh, good to see you guys. It's just us. Just us and a dozen of our closest friends. I don't know. I think, Stags is here. I think we've driven off most of the people who just hate watch. Like, what was that last guy? Slappy. I think I finally got rid of Slappy. Jesus.
All right. Well, if you're playing along at home, first technical difficulty of the night equals a shot. Yep. Good. Juicy mouth?
Juicy mouth.
All right.
So,
what are we talking about tonight before we get into anything bigger?
we'll talk about Steven Crowder. and
Steven
that stuff a little
Crowder
bit.
is a coward, and all of his fanboys are pussies.
I think we've wrapped that up now.
I think that's the short of it. Well,
Oh shit! I've got some stuff I was going to add in there. Hold on, let me pull that up real quick while I've got it. I emailed it to myself. Couple things. Anyway,
the one that says me. Tweet from Right Wing Watch.
oh, is that from Right Wing Watch? Oh yeah, it was. Oh, you're gonna love it too, dude. It's good. It's good. It's one of our favorite guys. I think what we need, like, we have at the end of the show where we have the most talented man on the internet. We have Weather with Frankie McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
We have what's that guy? The older. What's his segment? Our spiritual advisor.
Yeah.
We're working on stock trading tips with Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
And I also feel like we do need to have
Content.
a little religion.
Okay.
And because every week there's a preacher out there, different preacher, but spitting fire, giving straight wisdom. And I feel like we can all benefit from it. And I've got one of our favorites tonight that we've been
for the end
for years. Yeah, for the end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him. Greg Locke. You remember Greg Locke?
Pretty sure this sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Is he one that like punched somebody or punched a kid, or no? That's the other guy.
Yeah, no. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if Greg Locke punched a kid, though. I feel like they can't.
All right. Before we get going into the show, let's go to the merch pitch. We here at Poison the Well Live have the best merch store in the business. And we will put our merch up against any other YouTuber's merch store because we don't just have t-shirts and hoodies, which we do have and they're very nice and comfortable, but we've got multiple other things. Accoutrement. We've got shower curtains, throw pillows, notebooks, cups, socks, skateboards, decks with or without the trucks on shit on them. Yep. So tonight I went with the double-sided cut and sew.
Cut and sew, yeah.
Got the logo here. Got a big logo on the back.
Yeah.
Doesn't say like ham and cheese sandwich or
that's
something?
that's the kanji character for poison. Or French toast. I was like, you know what? Close enough.
I like French toast too.
Either way, it's a win.
Right. But, you got the Sophane Salt Mining Company. That's a good one because you're a salty motherfucker.
Well, I'm not as salty as I used to be. No one seems to have noticed that I just way
Desalted?
cut back all my Twitter, like to a couple tweets a day. Like I used to be prolific.
You were a little bit on
and now I
fire
don't get as many
this
likes
weekend.
anymore.
You had a few, but
yeah, I had a few bored moments. Like yesterday, waiting to go to the lake, I was like, let's fire off some. I had what I thought were some bangers this week, like the Star Trek one.
See that one?
That one was written for you.
I
wrote that one for you, and you didn't see it.
It's been tough to get on Twitter recently. I think I have you muted anyway.
All right, here. I just want to show you the this little note on Star Trek. In 1966, a Japanese man and a black woman were cast as primary characters on a primetime science fiction show. Merv Griffin, famous talk show host at the time, came on his talk show and famously said, "Get woke, go broke." And the Star Trek franchise was never heard from again.
Right.
Nailed it.
Got it.
History. I'm putting facts in there. Now, what I loved was the number of people who said, "What? Star Trek is really popular." Including like people that I like, and I was like, you know what?
Well, yeah, you didn't read
You
the
haven't-
sarcasm in there.
If you don't know me by now.
Oh man.
That's a
Anyway,
good one. That's a good tweet. That's a good tweet.
But
That's good
anyway,
content.
you
That's
can
good fucking content.
go to ptw.threadless.com. That takes you straight to our swag stop, or you can go into a link in the description. Also, with the link in the description, there is a Streamlabs link if you feel like donating, commenting, calling us cuck boys. Feel free. Ooh, Ginny's in here.
Ginny? I haven't seen Ginny in a minute.
Miss McDermott.
Miss
If
McDermott.
you're nasty.
I miss Ginny. Come back. Come back. I know you started a family and you've got a whole new life that has probably a lot less pain in your fucking ass.
Than YouTubers.
Yeah, but seriously, I thought you were great. I did. She
Anyway.
really like Jenny.
Streamlabs or Super Chat available to call us names or chime in your opinions on the situation.
Batty I saw him on Twitter the other day talking about he wants to do some documentary style shit on some stuff I didn't care about. Because if I had a cared, I'd remember what it was. But it was a different type of content.
He lost his ranch. He's very upset. Look what you did.
Yes, Pat has a family too, and that's why we don't make content anymore.
Oh, so you're just laying
Yes,
on me.
you.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Crowder and Ethan Klein.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess we'll do that.
Do you want to start at the beginning, and then we'll go to the end? Seems like logical.
Damn it. All right, there are a couple things I want to talk about in here. Hold on. There's one more thing I need to pull out of my email that's related to this from a guy I followed. And he said some sus shit on Twitter. And I was like, wait, are you a Nazi?
It's a pretty important question.
Are you a fucking Nazi? Why am I following you? And then I went to his timeline and I was like, oh shit, he's a fucking Nazi. So yeah, let me throw this in there because it is kind of related and that's Nazi shit. All right.
Wow. I didn't even look at the meme yet. I was waiting for you to say something, and I was like, oh shit. Well, I see the meme now.
Well, there's Nazi shit on the fucking screen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw this one in here. Now we're gonna. There's places gone through this in much more in depth because this happened like on Monday. Why is our background?
Not backgrounding.
Why is it being like this?
Less hilarious.
Why are you being like this? Boop boop. Oh, and boop. Man, dude,
You're on it.
on fire. Oh, Johnny.
Cheers.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna
Just keep
count the
Johnny.
backdrop stopping as a technical difficulty. Drink up.
So people are firing off fireworks in the neighborhood, and the dogs are, or Johnny's.
Hey, AJ, come down here real quick and drink our whiskey. Yeah, all right, yeah. Come in here and let everyone see how sunburnt you are after you get the whiskey. It's like
Let everybody see what a great time we had yesterday at the lake.
Well, you're an idiot. Why wouldn't you think that you'd be in the convertible
Hey,
driving
look how
up there?
pasty I am. I was in the same convertible.
Yeah, but you're Mexican.
I'm Mexican. That's why I'm so white. Yeah, we had a great time yesterday. It was really good. I wish you could have made it. But I understand. Prager's wife.
Try.
I get it.
Try. Yeah. Come here.
Hey, babe. Come on. Come on. Hey, babe. It's AJ.
See
Our Mexican friend.
a little look how
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Jota, ¿y tú?
Oh, now you can speak Spanish?
Sí, señor.
When we made the video,
you couldn't speak.
you can take a look of it.
He's also a Trump supporter.
All right.
I feel like I'm in the Mark Haley
Enjoy the
podcast
whiskey.
Right now from Fighter and the Kids.
Also,
that's
fuck
you.
You can go pick some more, huh?
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Do we need to go get some more?
I'm
No,
trying to hair
it's-
the dog this thing.
No, we got booze. We'll suffer through.
We'll be fine. All right. Now, there's a lot here. We're going to cover a little bit of what happened with Steven Crowder. We'll watch some of the things. We'll comment a little bit on what's happening there because I had a couple questions and I want to throw it to the audience.
Okay.
Let the dozen people who are hanging out with us tell us what they think about this. Now, you know what? I have a little pre-intro that I thought was really funny, and it's one of those things that happens because of, you've heard of this website, I'm sure, called Cameo.
Yeah.
You've heard of Cameo.
Yeah. We get celebrities to say something.
Yeah,
for
they'll
you
say something for you.
for a certain amount of money.
Now, the audio on this is terrible. So let's see if we can make this. But I just liked it.
Now you're gonna
This is the kind of
apologize.
shenanigans that have been happening for months.
The video's pretty bad too, but all right.
This is the kind of shit that's been happening for months that led up to what we saw.
Okay.
This is Jesse Lee Peterson. We all love him. Beta!
This is Jesse.
God.
I hear from Sam that you won't debate him, that you have cold feet, and that you are a beta male. Beta, if it's true, beta male. And by the way, Sam said he is an alpha male. Alpha male, not a beta male. And that you are afraid to debate him, Stephen. And that your father should stop allowing you to be beta. Debate Sam, Stephen. Don't be afraid. Don't be a beta male. Let me know how it goes. This
All
is
right,
Jesse.
so anyway, I'm sorry the audio is so low on that. It's the best clip I could find, actually, of that. And, but that's the kind of nonsense that's been happening for months. For months. Everybody trying to get, because of the Politicon thing. And Politicon, I guess it was year before
I was
last.
about to say, I was like, when was Politicon? Was it
It was, I think,
right before pandemic?
2019. Politicon 2019, I believe, is when this all started. And Sam Seder was going to be there. They'd asked Steven Crowder to debate him. And it looked like it was going to happen.
To the
and
point, it looked like it was going to happen where Sam Seder was already like on his way to
he was
town.
promoting it. He was really excited about it. And then Steven Crowder backed out, and the booker said that. Anyway,
Apparently-
I think we're going to cover some of
Yeah,
that.
okay, we'll cover some of that then. But yeah, I think there was more of that.
But
story, yeah.
but anyway, it's been years of nagging. Years of nagging, because that started trend after he after he backed out of Politicon, Cold Feet Crowder was invented.
Right.
And so that's when, so all this has been going on as background noise, and it's clearly affected him.
Yeah.
It's clearly affected him, as it would, like April Rain
Okay.
kept saying, debate me. You got my head.
And then she came on, and she said a lot of
She
crazy
said
shit.
a lot of shit. Said a lot of shit. She's a crazy lady.
Okay, so Crowder decides he might be in it over his head, or some of it.
Whatever the reason
part
is.
of his team, something. Now,
His dad.
I know, we'll get into that. There's a lot to digest here.
There is so much, but we're just going
Now-
to cover a little.
I guess I should probably wait. We gotta just start showing some shit. We gotta.
All right, look, you wanna go
Apparently, at
straight
some
to the
point,
thing?
Ethan Klein said whether it was via
Welcome
Twitter,
everybody.
or he said it on a stream or something. At some point, Ethan Klein from H3 Productions or the H3 podcast made some mention of Steven Crowder and how he had a bad take.
It had happened on Twitter, and
He had several bad takes on things, and
on
Ethan had been
the
critical.
vaccine.
Yes,
It was about vaccines,
right.
which right-wing YouTube creators have been notoriously correct on over the last 18 months. Like, they're just nothing but bullseye every time they throw the vaccine dart.
Right.
But, yeah, so that led to a Twitter spat. And so this looked like if you were going to take this at the most shallow way possible, that maybe Steven Crowder was going to get some ups from Ethan. I think Ethan is actually, has a large crowd that Crowder doesn't usually.
They definitely don't share the same audience.
It's a chance for him to pick up a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would help Ethan.
Probably
Ethan
not.
doesn't.
Well,
I don't know if he needs that he wouldn't get the Crowder thing. Look, we all have a lot of problems with Ethan Klein on both sides of the political sphere. But you certainly can't say, he's a conservative.
No, he's not. But so apparently him having an opinion on Crowder's take got on Crowder's skin enough where Crowder's like, oh, you know what? I know I could just walk over him in a debate. And I use big air quotes on debate because, we think of people like Nick Fuentes and stuff. These people don't actually debate. And even though Crowder's got a background on debate me kind of situations and the,
Yes, he's a debate me bro.
The change my mind
Definitely.
thing. They don't really debate as much as they just mock you or
Yes.
talk over you, and
Yes.
which is not actual debate because you're
Yes.
not winning on.
That's what I do. No, it's not my
On
style. My debate
points
style is like
or-
allow you to say anything and I'll just be cool with it.
So the problem I
It's a weird
was
style.
I really don't care much for Steven Crowder, and regardless of his political point of view, the hiding behind the "I'm a comedian" thing. is
I
this-
knew. I was like, I know it's not politics with you and Steven Crowder. It's how he hangs his
This
hat
is-
on this comedian
This goes
thing.
back to a Seinfeld joke, where Seinfeld was upset about his dentist converting to Judaism, and he goes to a Catholic church to confession, and the preacher says, "Are you upset as a Jew?" And he goes, "No, I'm upset as a comedian." Like it's like religion is so secondary, or political affiliation is so secondary to the comedy side of it, that the way I feel about Steven Crowder as far as a comedian is the same way I feel about Bill Maher as a comedian. It's like it's a use. Honestly, Bill Maher is even closer to a comedian, I would say, than Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder was like, I could tell, was like the open micer guy who had gotten a few paid gigs or smarmied his way into opening for a bigger headliner, and fine. Okay, you're a comedian.
And Bill Maher does still do shows. He doesn't
He
do it, but
has-
he does a couple dozen a year.
Sure.
And they're big venues.
But-
He comes actually here to the Cobb Center.
Steven Crowder
Galleria.
does a similar thing that I also don't like about Bill Maher, where it's almost like he uses the fact that he's a comedian to try to make himself Teflon.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
To try to let shit slide off like you're not responsible for the
Yeah,
shit you say.
when
'cause it
when he's right, it's because he's a political genius.
Yes.
When he's wrong, hey, what the fuck? I'm a
comedian.
comedian.
I'm joking around.
Come
blah, blah,
on,
blah.
you can't take a joke.
Yeah, that's the part of it I don't like. That when it's being used in that fashion.
Right.
I don't think Steven Crowder was much of a comedian any more than I am. So when he constantly seems to fall back on the I'm a stand-up, I'm like, and honestly, if you've seen any of the shit that he's done recently, all he's doing is he's definitely placating to the new audience he's developed over the years of YouTube. Same thing if suddenly we blew up and we started doing a comedy tour.
You are a comedian.
But what I'm saying,
sell
is,
yourself short.
But what I'm saying is, if we suddenly had a massive amount of attention,
You know what's funny
that
is when you told it
we
twice,
suddenly-
it was
shut
still
the fuck
funny.
up. I know this is how you're going to end early. that we would suddenly just go on this comedy tour and claim that we were comedians the whole time, and that it's like
was the whole thing.
Crowder didn't make it on the back of comedy much at all. It had nothing to do, with that. It was just he got successful on YouTube, and now he's using that to fuel the comedy career. Same way I would definitely, if I could parlay one to the other, it would be great. But I just the comedy side of it, I hate that he uses it sometimes as like a backup statement or a way of flexing or something. I don't know. It's
weird.
frustrating to me.
Yeah,
because I do not value him as a comedian. And I've defended people like Amy Schumer, whom I don't like at all, but I've defended her as a comedian, and I won't do that.
She's a comedian.
I won't do it the same for Crowder. I just don't.
You can like Amy Schumer or not, but she's a comedian.
Yeah.
Like there's not a doubt there. She's a comedian. Checks all the boxes.
So,
and still, not even near the bottom of my list. All right. So, look, this whole interaction took a few fucking minutes.
Yeah.
What they decided to do, and what happened was they're going to record this, right? So, Steven Crowder is recording it on his end. Ethan is recording it on his end.
right.
At the same time, Sam Seder is live.
Well,
On his YouTube
roll
channel.
it back a little bit further. There was an original date that Ethan and Steven were supposed to have a debate online, and it had a weird time at like middle of the day, and I guess Ethan had reached out. Ethan's producer guy that works with him on H3 podcast started shouting out, hey, Steven Crowder, debate Sam Seder. Right. It was kind
Dan the Man is that guy.
Rolling that meme back in, and also letting Steven Crowder know that they're fully aware who Sam Seder is and how he got cold feet debating Sam Seder. So when that happened, I think when Dan the Man said that into the camera pre-debate, I think it just rolled into Steven's head that there's a likelihood, since they're aware of this, that they might try to shoehorn in Sam Seder on this. So they planned a debate, and the debate was going to start in the middle of the day, which apparently Monday through Friday.
During
Sam Seder
the Minority Report.
Starts his Minority Report live show. But this particular date, he started the show early and ended early, like almost a half hour or something before the debate that Ethan and Steve were supposed to have. And apparently, the moment Sam Seder shut down his stream and was getting on with Ethan so he could go live and surprise Crowder, all of a sudden Crowder messages, or his team, Dad. Messages Ethan and says, can't do it. We got to back out.
Yeah,
he had a family emergency.
Yeah.
His wife, who was pregnant with twins, which my wife's pregnant with one kid, and it's painful and difficult. Twins, it's like you get in bed rest like 3 months early, where you just got to lay there and wait and just become this creature growing things. So when he says his wife had some complication, he had to go run to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. They have to reschedule. Can we get you sometime next week? And blah, blah, blah. This other time, seemingly in the middle of the day again. And Ethan's like, okay, I hope everything's all right. Gets a hold of Sam and goes, I don't think it's going to happen today. He had to run to the hospital last minute. And Sam's like, I hope his wife's okay, blah, blah, blah. Then Ethan just says, I don't think there's anything wrong with his wife. I think when he saw that you got, or his team or him or whomever, found out that you were off, that you cut your show early, he caught wind of it and wants to make sure you're not showing up on our live day. And apparently Sam Seder was like, that seems crazy. Why would he be that scared that he would watch my show, and the moment he saw mine go offline right before he was going to go live with you, that he would connect those dots and then also back? That seems...
Yes. And so what they did to
for
prevent...
the big jacked up guy with the gun holsters to suddenly do that just seemed weird.
A little weird.
So
to prevent that same scenario on the next week, Sam Seder recorded a live show.
Right. And goes live.
He recorded 2 hours of live show. He goes live well before this is going to happen, and they're just playing a VOD. Mm-hmm. And so it looks live. It looks live because they don't interact with the audience there on the Minority Report. It's but because I believe it's also broadcast. The main Minority Report thing is also broadcast as a radio show on some political affiliates.
So you can't really talk to the audience too much.
Right.
So anyway, goes live. And apparently, he goes live about 2 minutes before noon, which is when the debate between Ethan and Steven was supposed to start. So he goes at like 11:58. He goes live. Steven, who's now already in the Zoom call with Ethan, refuses to sit in his seat until he gets the go-ahead, or they are assuming, gets the go-ahead that Sam Seder has started his live stream and is there going live right now. And obviously, he's not available.
You know a lot about this.
I looked into it. So all of a sudden, when that
Very
happens, Steven, once they confirm that Sam Seder is live, he gets up, walks, and sits in a seat. Like, he won't even be in frame in the Zoom call.
Majority Report. Do I keep saying Minority Report?
Good book.
Majority
Short
Report.
story or whatever. Anyway,
Majority Report. Sam
Minority Report's better. More entertaining.
Yeah, it's got a wooden ball with my name on it.
Got a red ball with my name on it. So, anyway, that's the lead into this. Okay, so here is Ethan kind of setting up. I guess, I don't know. Do you have it straight?
This is
right when it happens.
Close enough.
Okay.
This is from Ethan's side. I just cut out the intro bullshit. Let's just watch kind of how this went down real quick.
Crowder would look like an idiot. And so he backed out at the last minute at the behest of his
Maybe I went a
father.
little too far,
The
but-
thing is, he's happy to challenge me, somebody that
enter into the arena.
No, I think that was.
Yeah,
you're right.
that was
politics and who is, unlike me, smart. So we've got a little surprise for Steven Crowder. So let's all enjoy the debate.
There we go.
I'm really glad to have my next guest on the show, and I've always said this. I always respect people who enter into the arena.
That's all you need.
First ironic line. Second ironic thing is his
hell.
shirt. Fight like hell.
Yeah. So he looks like Jack Jesus with his gun holsters on.
His gun
The
holsters.
thing that frustrates me, because I didn't know he started wearing gun holsters in the studio.
Yeah.
Like, you're there with nothing but your boys. Like, why do you need? Because he's showing
He
off.
will straight up blast them.
Yeah, if someone speaks out of turn.
Pop off, son.
But obviously, this is just because he's presenting. He's putting on this alpha male presentation
Yeah, it's-
to his audience.
That's
Like what's her nuts that carries a gun around?
Lauren Boebert
Yeah, like the Bobert style. Like, oh, I'm just gonna wear a gun. Like,
into Congress.
it's like, if you, you're such a pussy. You're just such a pussy.
Like, okay, we get
Like,
it.
it's such massive insecurity is what I see when I look at this.
But
he thinks he's like
the
American
thing is,
badass.
I feel like he feels like he's safe, and so he wants to. You know what?
Now he's playing it nice.
And
Now play
he's
it nice.
fighting. He knows he's fighting someone who's less informed on politics, even though
and doesn't even know how to debate or carry.
yeah,
on.
it's not a debate, bro.
Right.
And so he feels like he's got an easy target. So he wants to make the guy feel good and say, "Hey, man, thanks for
Thanks for.
you know what." I always like it when a guy who knows he's about to get the shit kicked
Yeah.
out of him is like, you know what? I'll knuckle up anyway, bro.
Yeah,
I'll take this ass
Yeah,
whooping.
I'll be the punching bag for your audience real quick and
Yeah.
help get
Yeah.
you some attention.
Make you look good with your holsters. All three of them. One of them's a cock holster.
mouth.
And we've had a lot of debates on this show, which is different from like a Change My Mind where we sit down and have conversations. But my old Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach always said, if you come a switch, we go switch. You go spicy, we're going to do a little spicy. So we always try and keep it as
racist.
respectful as possible. And I really do
It was a
appreciate the
pretty
guy
good
making
accent.
time because a lot of people has a huge YouTube channel, several YouTube channels, one of the OGs. A lot of people watch him. You know him. Some of you like him. Some of you don't. Same can be said for me. Ethan Klein from H3H3. Ethan, thanks, man, for making the time.
You're very welcome. And I just want to say, I know you called me, you said that I would be a layup.
Probably true.
I
is
think I
fine,
use
which-
some
I really like his hat, by the way. I just
Teddy
like,
Fresh hat,
I just like that hat. Yeah. I do.
or is it the fuck?
Yeah, that's how I read it. I know it's Teddy Fresh, but still, I like that.
Which is
Something like
fine,
that.
and I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right, because I don't
hate
think
the
I'm a
shirt.
very good debater. I think you know that. So I didn't want to make it too easy for you.
Oh, okay.
So I've prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
Dan,
we were going
whenever
to
you're
talk
ready.
about
All right, right there, he's already telegraphing the game.
He
But-
turns to Dan and goes, Dan,
whenever you're ready.
is what we were going to talk about is, the initial quote that happened. I think he's looking off there.
Yeah, right
the initial
there,
quote
pause
that
it.
kind of,
That's Steven. That's a tell. Steven's like, he's looking off there like his palms are getting a little sweaty.
quote that
Knees
happened.
weak, arms
I
are
think he's
heavy.
look-
The fuck? Teddy Fresh?
The fuck, Teddy Fresh? That's what we need to put on a shirt. The fuck, Teddy Fresh? TF, Teddy Fresh. Yeah, that's Steven going.
Wait, huh?
Because actually, apparently, one of the emails that Steven's Booker dad sent to Ethan was no tricks, no funny business.
No funny business here.
Yeah, it was like, first off, you haven't Ethan,
Take yourself so
Ethan,
seriously.
Ethan, who is known for, I guess, originally for not stand up, but for his comedy videos. Now you're like, don't be funny. No funny business.
No funny business. This is a straight up debate on the facts.
With my comedian son and your fat, stupid ass.
Vape Nation.
Looking off there. The
That's
initial
illegal
quote
there.
that kind of was turned into a little bit of a meme, which wasn't intentional, and was you saying you don't even have to think about it regarding the CDC. And I disagree with that. I think people should think about it. I believe, and we talked about this through playful ribbing, in an aggregation of medical authorities and scientific voices to make an informed and rational decision. So where do you think that?
Okay, he was saying, in playful ribbing, they were being fucking straight up dicks.
Yes, they were yelling at each other.
They were not. It wasn't
Twitter.
playful ribbing. It was like when I'm playfully ribbing the quartering.
Yeah, y'all playful
Actually,
rib.
we're more playful ribbing than these two.
Nah,
were.
well, like more after the Better Discourse because y'all playfully ribbed there as well.
Well, it wasn't the first time I've hung out with Jeremy.
I know.
It's just we have to reset. Like, what will happen is now me and him will continue to go different directions
And then it'll be back to your
until
playful ribbing.
we hang out again and get drunk, and then it'll be playful ribbing again.
Okay.
that I'm wrong on that?
Steven, do you know that the Spartans are like practice man love with children?
Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Seder. What a fucking nightmare.
Pause. That is the most truthful statement
Yeah.
he says the entire time. He is doing what a panicked person does.
It is suddenly honest.
And he is being, I don't think he's joking. I think he's trying to say it laughing like, he's not even a concern of mine. What a nightmare you brought in. He is terrified.
Yes.
Because he has clearly been avoiding Sam Seder.
Yes,
for a
you have
minute.
two things.
And I don't know.
You do
I
there.
don't know why he's been avoiding this very mild-mannered,
Sam
soft-spoken.
Sam Seder is a good debater or whatever, but he's not like, you don't think of him as one of the four horsemen of debate bros. He's not. He just talks about politics a lot, and I think he does a decent job. He has people call in, they'll debate. He does some debates on his channel, and he's not an asshole.
Well, that's the difference between I think Steven Crowder and Sam Seder. Is Sam Seder can actually debate.
And
Crowder
look at him. Sam
just
Seder's a cute guy. Look how cute he
looks
is.
like a sweet boy.
He looks like a sweet boy.
But Crowder doesn't really truly debate. He just laughs you off, talks over you, throws out some quote unquote facts that he can't back up, or who he's backing up from is not even backed up very well.
Yeah.
It's poorly researched mostly, and he just talks to his echo chamber. So I also find that to be so disingenuous that it's tough. When you bring someone who actually knows how to debate and have
Yeah,
that
Sam Seder
conversation.
goes to Politico. He debates different people. He's done a lot. He's debated actually.
But yes, him shouting,
multiple people.
"What a nightmare!" seems like the most truthful
There's-
moment he's ever had. Like,
There's
that's
two
actually how he was
things.
thinking.
Like when your girlfriend kicks the door in and catches you in bed with another woman.
I hate when she does that.
You've got two. I know.
She's like catching me in bed with my wife, and I'm like, "Bitch,
What? I told you not to come here.
my kids are here." All right,
There's two things. The most common.
it's not what it looks like. That's what I say.
It's not what it looks like.
That's what I say.
It's not what it looks like. The other is indignation. Oh, yep, you caught me cheating.
Yeah, you ever watch that show Cheaters? That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, indignation is a
Yeah, it's like,
very
oh,
popular
what
on
are you gonna do?
Oh, what?
Think I give a shit? I don't. And inside you're like, God, I gotta pack up all my shit.
Jesus Christ, this sucks so bad.
Oh, this is the worst thing ever.
I can't believe it. How am I going to make it through
I'm
this?
gonna have to suck my own dick from now on. God damn it.
I haven't been stretching. And so I feel like, yeah, what a nightmare.
Because the thing is, he had done everything to try to, I think, at this point, we have no confirmation. Maybe it was just a series of incidences that just lay kind of nicely in. But I think he had, at that point, had just decided to completely avoid Sam Seder and any sort of actual debate. He's clearly open for having debates because he doesn't mind having Ethan on.
Yeah.
So his reasoning for not debating Sam Seder,
Which we'll get into in just a second.
It doesn't hold any water. If you're willing to have these debates against people that have different ideologies as you, then your door should be open. It says fight like hell, right? It's like you should be able to have that open to anybody who's willing to get into the arena.
When someone will come in the arena.
Yeah, and it's like, okay.
He respects that.
So at that point, he can't, if he's, for whatever reason, I guess the first thing we're going to is he assumes that Sam Seder would just mop the floor with him, which he might. But Sam also doesn't feel like he'd be a mopper as much as he would just break down your argument until you're weeping like a girl.
And the thing is, he doesn't. Sam Seder, like when he debated Tim Pool a couple times, and what he did was not say a ton and let Tim Pool just ramble on.
This is definitely cracked.
Is it?
See that spider webbing?
Oh yeah, that is correct.
I was like, I'm still holding my booze.
Yeah, got booze on it. Fins up, Margarita Mel, Cozumel. Oh, these are my Cozumel glasses. Don't
anyway,
fuck 'em
but
up.
yes, that's yeah. Anyway, let's move.
I had no idea this was going to happen.
You had
I thought Ethan was a stand-up
there's
guy.
his bro. His bro goes running past the
This is where we
camera.
are. Yeah, I told Dave.
Yeah,
Dave,
okay,
remember
go
I told you? I
They
told
gotta cut to
you.
Dave.
I said this is. I guarantee you, he's going to do anything he can to avoid the debate.
Well, I just think he believes that he should debate you.
No, he doesn't. He just takes advantage of women.
He's
with,
like, wait,
you know,
wait, what's
mental
going on?
health issues.
Steven,
Ethan
you know
Klein
what?
doesn't stand up and do his own
I gotta
fighting.
say,
Bring it
I
on.
It's just
told
hilarious.
my
Let's bring on
producers
FM.
that you would do anything to avoid talking to me. I think the point that you made
Yes,
at the
that's
beginning
right.
of
Joe
this
Rogan.
was-
Yeah, Joe Rogan and Ben
Rubin
and Dave
Ben
Rubin and
Shapiro.
Jordan Peterson and Noam Chomsky.
Okay, that I love. Did you catch it? What he does
He starts
is
rattling off a
starts
list.
rattling off a list of other people who also don't want to debate Sam Seder. He said one of those names
What did he say?
was
Tim?
Noam Chomsky.
Oh, Noam Chomsky. Yeah, he says that.
Famous conservative.
Yeah.
He
Totally.
like started panicking. He's
Yes,
panicking.
He's rattling off a bunch of names. And honestly,
Noam Chomsky
I
is
don't-
not
I
avoiding
don't-
a debate
I
with
don't
Sam
know-
Seder.
I don't know if have any of these people come out publicly and said, I refuse.
No.
So is it because Sam Seder hasn't been on their show or
Yeah.
and that's but I'm like, okay, did Joe Rogan
And
legitimately
actually,
say
I feel like we're going to see Sam on Rogan. We're going to see Sam
I get-
on a lot of these shows now, really because of this.
Yes, he called out.
This
he
was
called
such
out,
a stink.
He called out the list, and Joe Rogan was like, "Whoa, you just call me a pussy?" Like,
Yeah.
because he's been on Joe Rogan's show. I'm like, Joe Rogan will have people, and Joe Rogan will also not have other people on.
Yeah.
I think he said, I want to say it was like Ben Shapiro was one that he
Oh,
might
really?
not ever have on again, and Peterson.
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, he just kind of
He's
says,
had Jordan Peterson like
he
half
says
a dozen times.
because what frustrates Joe Rogan is when it's straight up grifter style. It's just like
yeah.
any like, or you change your. Or it was Dave Rubin. I mean, Dave Rubin was
Dave Rubin.
That was the one he was straight up not going to have on anymore because he was this guy's definitely grifting. He's following.
Well,
there's no integrity behind
There's those
his shit.
clips. There's those clips that he did of Dave Rubin, where he just instantly caught Dave Rubin so flat-footed.
Yeah.
You know, and Dave Rubin's like the regulations one, where he's like, "Oh, yeah, I don't think we should have building regulations.
And then
We
he-
need
then he
freedom." And he's like,
stumped on
"What?"
him. Yeah.
He's like, we have building regulations
I
because
do
people will
know-
cut corners. He's like, no, builders, the free market, they want to do the right
yeah,
thing. He's like, no, they fucking don't.
Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, I
and
think
it
that
embarrassed
was-
the shit out of him.
That was one I do know for a fact. Joe Rogan said he would never have Rubin on again because of particularly that.
When
kind
you're
of
just
thing.
saying shit
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah, and he said if you
You're saying shit for the audience.
if
Like, you
it's-
can't believe that.
if it's too echo chambery and you're just checking off the dots.
Yeah, I'm not a
then
huge
Joe-
Rogan fan, but I do respect him
I like some
a lot
of
more than most.
Rogan's shows. I get frustrated with some other ones. I feel like sometimes it's like I feel like Joe Rogan's smart, and then there's other times I watch him like Joe Rogan's really dumb. Like he really doesn't know shit. And there's definitely times, but then again, Joe Rogan's show is more of just wherever the conversation moves, and then you kind of start to see that
It's
doesn't
not
know
organized
shit.
like this.
No, it's not. It's
Not
not
like
beginning,
this show,
Yes.
where we're like laser focused on
Totally.
the topic and we never
So-
get off on side.
So anyway,
tangents.
with Crowder now, first off, keeping his cohort in the frame and not him because he's in the middle going, what the fuck?
Yeah, probably. That's kind of what we. That's what we. Sometimes I'll go full screen that because Pat and I want to like make out real quick or
Rub
we're
bump junk without being paid
whatever
for
it is. I'm just saying it could be a lot of things.
So anyway, I don't. That was the other thing. Like a lot of people we were even saying in the chat earlier that they don't even know who Sam Seder
Oh, you're looking at
was.
the chat.
Yeah, they didn't even know who. Well, because now the computer's working.
Yeah. We fixed the computer. The second.
We
third,
did.
second.
You fixed it halfway. I fixed it the rest.
One,
It's
two,
4. I don't know if you count the screen.
That one. That one's fixed.
But they were saying that they didn't know who Sam Seder was until this happened. I'm like, that's very important.
Now, see, I've known Sam Seder since Air America. I used to listen to his radio show on Air America back during the George W. Bush presidency.
But he does voiceover. He's done stand up before, but I think it was more like Upright Citizens
Yeah,
Brigade.
and he's had some pretty funny roles in TV and
well,
movies.
he just did the Bob's Burgers movie. He does that that little
yeah.
smarmy lawyer guy, I think.
Yes.
Well cast.
Yes.
So anyway,
He has a type.
He's done.
typecast.
He's done. Sorry, I'm
like, that one was not visible. Like,
No, it was-
that's just all of a sudden you're like,
now I want,
freedom.
I want to see it. That flying bill goat will come back through here. Man, is this got LSD in it? I'm having a good time. So, but he's got roles. Like he's not like a nobody. People know who Bob's Burgers is.
Yeah.
He's got a character on that isn't like a who. It's the blonde guy, the inspector guy that always shows up and is kind of a dick.
Yeah, he's had some pretty roles that you might not know. You know what? Actually, I didn't prepare for that, but
Well, I didn't know we were gonna get into it either. But this goes into
yeah, Bob's Burgie.
Burgies.
Okay. Bob's Burgies. Hold on, he was in. I'm trying to think of that one. Fuck. Shit, I can't remember it. He was in Grown Ups. But anyway, he had a pretty famous role. I'm trying to remember what it was. Anyway, go ahead. I can't remember what it was.
Anyway, regardless,
Oh yeah, he played one of the boyfriends in Sex and the City. He did
was
do
he?
that.
Okay.
He was He was in Sex and the City for a while. And so anyway, he's not exactly like
he's got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, but he's not a nobody.
not a nobody. He
has-
had a nationally syndicated radio show back in the early 2000s.
I don't know. But at this point,
Not a nobody.
I'm particularly because Steven Crowder was already potentially nervous of Sam Seder coming in.
Why is it like that?
What's it like? What?
Why stop that? Oh, okay, I get it.
Because you didn't. What are you talking about?
I didn't. I know.
So he should have been ready for something like that to happen. He clearly seemed to be ready, but he didn't have a response built in, like already rehearsed. Like if Cedar pops in, this is what
we're gonna do. We're gonna like go into Plan B.
Yes.
And we're gonna do
yeah,
We're gonna say
here's-
these things.
Here's my list of problems. This guy is obsessed with me. At this point, I'm considering it stalking. I might get something against him because at this point,
I would have a bit ready.
yeah. At this point, I'm so annoyed by that. Something came up. I couldn't make it to Politicon, and then all of a sudden, I've been harassed. If this harassment keeps, I was like, I'm not going to even like have some give some good.
It's like
reason.
when I was going to debate Andy Worski on
Lollapalooza?
Bloodapalooza. You know that there's different possibilities that can happen, and you come up with plans, and we actually preempted the whole fucking thing.
We weren't expecting him to deadpan you.
I wasn't expecting him to deadpan me.
That was the
was weird.
best argument he could have had, man.
Like, wait, you just
not-
shut the fuck up?
He wasn't. None of your tricks.
And then,
No funny business.
wow, and I did not expect that. So, but anyway, you're prepared. You have a contingency plan.
Yeah, but if
What you don't want to do is come off looking like
Panicked
you're
and-
panicked and this is freaking you out.
Yeah.
You don't want that because it doesn't matter. I was having a debate on Twitter about one of my followers was like, no, he clearly won. This is a win for Steven Crowder. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, and he's like, well, because, he's trying to go and say, well, because, Ethan didn't debate him. This is what was going in. And so the thing is, what I was like, what you're doing is you're trying to call balls and strikes in an at-bat where the batter came up and pissed his pants. It doesn't matter if he bunted his way onto first base at that point. What everyone remembers is he pissed his pants.
Yeah.
Like, you can try to say, well, technically it's a win.
All right, let's continue with this reaction, and then we'll go into some scenarios that could have worked
And
better.
Sam Harris, everyone's been avoiding.
Not just attempting
Sam
to get
Seder.
your audience by jumping in.
Well, I debated with Charlie Kirk. Steven,
Yeah, you did,
I mean,
Charlie Kirk.
it's about issues. Let's
It's about
talk about
issues,
those
yeah.
issues.
That's
I
what
think
you're
you have
doing
some
here.
valid
Yeah.
points.
You're
that
so
I think we
clever.
should
I had
discuss.
no idea that you were taking your show off early last time, coming in today with your pig pen peanuts
I
eyes.
wish every.
Wow, you're taking your show off early last week. I mean, my wife had an emergency I had to go to.
Yes.
I didn't know. I noticed that you took your show off early last week. Like, I didn't know. I'm like, ooh. Stop showing your
Stop.
fucking cards.
You're panicking.
You're panicking and you're covering it with
Calm
words,
down.
and you're frustrated.
Calm
so
down.
what you're doing is you keep running your mouth. This is once again giving him more rope. He's hanging himself. You are giving them all the information that they need to find out that you did purposely cancel. Assume.
Yes.
But like the fact that you were so aware that his show came off early, that you were paying
that
attention,
you had that ready.
that you had that ready, that it was already in your brain box, and then that the fact that this week he goes live, you think, and then he shows up, and then he's basically pissed that he got tricked. He got tricked. He got
mad.
tricked live, and he's
When
mad.
he thought it might have been a possibility, and he's unprepared and mad at himself. And
He's mad.
right now, and at his crew, to which while they're showing this guy, he's over there going, "You're fucking fired. You're fucking fired. You're fucking fired."
No, he's got his mop guy picking up all the piss on the ground. He's like, I gotta change my pants real quick. I just got.
Which I don't even get. So what?
So here's the thing. At this point, I think honestly, if for Steven to save face with his crowd, as he goes, says, you know what, Sam, I will debate you. Well, let's get a time
Let's
and
go
a
ahead
date.
and put it on the board. I
Let's get on the
didn't
board.
come here for that today,
I didn't do that today.
but I respect
I'm
you.
not debating you today. But let's go ahead and get it on the board. Let's go ahead and pick the topics that we're going to talk about, and that way Steven has time to sit down with someone who does debate,
Yes.
and like work on
Prepare.
like work with his law team
Man,
and
that's
figure out
exactly right.
because that's the only way where you can call him out, but not do it right now
That's right.
and get caught with your pants down.
And say, look, yep, I wasn't prepared to talk to you today, but I do want to. I want to have this
yeah, I
conversation.
want to get this come to an end. That's I think the best scenario if he wanted
Agreed.
to save
Agreed.
because also it would hype up his show even more. More people would be talking about it.
And well, the thing is, if they were to do it now,
Because here's the other thing: a debate.
now it's huge.
Debates don't necessarily have winners and losers in them. I think a lot of people assume, especially now that everyone takes their political affiliation and it acts like it's a sports team. You got to put the jersey on and you cheer that team, and the other team could fucking go to hell.
It kind of is that.
It's what's turned into. It's fucking obnoxious. You on Twitter. So
My team's winning.
your team's doing really good.
Yeah.
Look, it was great.
sorry
It
we
was
made it
great
to
when
the
we were just
playoffs.
beating up SJWs. It was fantastic. I was doing a great job. It was Keck Army, right?
Second quarter got away from you, bro.
Yeah. So what happens, man? Some of the second half, you're up 25 to 3.
Oh my God, the Hawks the other night. Wow.
Yeah, look,
Look
it's Atlanta
brutal.
teams, man.
Yeesh.
I can't watch. It's the only way.
Yeesh.
It's the only way they'll do well is if I
All right,
just stop
anyway.
watching. But regardless, that I think was his best case scenario. Is if you just
That's
go ahead,
exactly how
is
to
he
handle
turns it into a call out to Sam
it.
Seder
Exactly how to handle
and like, hey, while we have you here, let's go ahead and let's make this happen, and then prep for it. Just
Yep.
prep because you wouldn't necessarily lose the debate if you came with a decent amount of facts.
No matter what, 35% at least of your audience is going to think you won. That's just how the numbers
Yeah.
work today.
That all
these
you have to
days.
do is just present
Even
your
if you go out
argument.
there and shit the bed and you wet yourself in the batter's box, 35% of your audience is going to say, "Nah, he won. He pissed on purpose to intimidate the pitcher."
Yeah, like he owns this
Like,
home. This
watch
is
me.
my home
I'm
plate. I
pissing.
just marked it with my stink. So, you know how we, guys piss. You know,
Yeah. That's
Like
how we
spurts.
do it. Yeah.
all over the place.
2 streams. Anyway.
So, but like if he just prepped for a Sam Seder debate with the best case arguments he could have on whatever subjects they were going to be about, it didn't matter if Sam had great points and you had great points, because at the end you're speaking your truth to your audience, and potentially undecideds might gravitate towards you. That's a decent debate at the end of the day. You don't necessarily lose unless you walk in and just get dunked on and you, what a nightmare, and you play that card instead of actually having a decent opinion on the subject. You can have varying opinions with somebody else. We've had plenty of long conversations where I don't know if anybody won. I think we both walk away like, no, I fucking own that motherfucker.
Fucking dominated him.
Yeah.
I should have pissed my pants right in his face.
Yeah, all over his face. So
Look at this wet spot and be
that's
intimidated,
that's
sir.
where I like at this. I'm like, I just see someone that just had a panic attack and is now blurting out all the plays to the other team.
I know. It's bad.
Like
you know
the-
what? Let's just rattle through this.
Yeah.
Because we just heard the thing about Sam's beady eyes. He already made his first comment about Sam's beady eyes.
I don't. What, is his eyes beady? I guess I don't know. They're dark.
Well, we're going to get into that a little bit more, I think, because it was a big topic on Reddit, and I feel like it deserves at least a few comments. I want to get your opinion. I'm sure it's something you hadn't heard. I'm sure of that.
I assume it was a meme I didn't get.
You take those off with a velveteen buttons.
We must have been
Black
very
eyes,
worried about
aren't
this,
they? Like
Stephen.
a-
I don't know why.
No
it would
one's
be
worried
Oh, come
about
on,
it.
so
Say, I
concerned.
didn't want to
Well,
do it.
let's have the
Sam,
debate.
come
If no
on. Just
one's
I'll tell you
worried,
what. I
let's
have a
do
general. I have a general.
This is a
rule.
great
I
opportunity.
don't start a
to-
debate based with people on a lie. And how
Or
about you get to a,
sabotaging?
how about you get to
Steven,
a
show
30th
yourself.
It's part of their policies, like McDonald's having
We'll start
sauce
conversations.
policies.
Based on a lie. Come on now. Come on now, Sam.
Wow. Coming from out of
Sam.
his mouth.
Now, I would like to remind everybody that just a few years ago, TYT was doing a panel at a conference, and they had what's this guy's the main guy from TYT? Unger.
Yeah.
Uger. That guy.
Euchre?
But anyway,
No, that's
Bob
Bob
Uecker.
Euchre. Got it. Knew we'd
got
get
him.
there.
I knew we'd find him. But anyway,
Just get
anyway,
outside.
while they're up there on the panel, Steven Crowder appears in a suit mocking him with a big fat belly and everything in a sloppy suit, shows up,
Classic.
jumps up onto the panel,
Yeah, he runs up there.
unplanned, and ambushes him.
Not a lie.
Really weird.
It's his truth. Look, we know that he's just treading water right now. He is.
Yeah,
and
I know. I'm just trying to point out that this
a
is
shark is
panic.
attacking him, or a piece of seaweed touches
This
his
is
foot, and he is
panicking.
panicking and panic swimming and trying to dunk his friend under the water so he can get on the boat. That's what's happening.
Is this panicking? I did a real live meme. No one got.
You
audience
coward.
share.
Steven, show yourself.
30th
Don't show
of the
your
audience.
co-host.
Ethan, you should show
Steven,
yourself.
He's been gone this whole time.
Ethan, how can you respect yourself as a man,
Please
brother?
say something
Steven,
so strongly
Steven, you
that
are
you're
such
not
a
willing to
coward. Stop
admit.
showing your little leprechaun.
I love.
Now it's just everyone talking.
Ethan's just kick back, dude. Doesn't
Yeah.
care any
He's
fucking
like, all I have to do
more.
is get this guy on Zoom, right?
He's like,
And he's like, all right, we're in.
this is working out just.
He goes,
as
I get
I'd
a front
hoped.
row seat to this drama?
Just as I'd
Because
hoped.
he knows it's going to be nothing but a train wreck. So he's just like, I'm
My
going to
co-host who
Well,
comes
right,
out
right.
dressed
Hey,
like
Ethan,
your
Ethan,
sidekick.
come on, Ethan. Why do you have to bring on a
Show
guy who has
Steven.
a
Steven.
30th
I'm
of the
really
viewers?
glad.
That's
Yeah.
the best thing I've ever heard. So you have a
Just show
guy with
Steven.
less viewers to come on to debate him because you can't.
Who?
Well, obviously,
Go
if I'm a-
away.
Yeah, who are you? Why are you
Obviously,
down
if
doing
I'm
the
a layup
debating?
and not a
I
debater.
don't understand.
Well,
Like
look,
now
you're
it's
the
like
one-
cronies coming in here doing all the arguing. I was like, oh, you can't even do your own debate. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing right now?
Yeah.
You're like suddenly in here like white knighting for your boy.
Yeah,
Who's
nobody
now,
expected you to be on there. Why are you suddenly
Yeah,
on
who's-
there?
who's now-
Why is nobody talking about this fucking
he's
glory?
now like Crowder's behind his desk doing push-ups or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you got to bulk up.
You're the one who got
Steven's the one that got angry about
Show
it.
Steven. Don't be
Hold on
such a
second. All right,
coward.
hold on a second. Let me hear what Pigpen has to say here really quick.
Fair enough.
Show
But
Steven.
Ethan, look, I don't. Hold on a second, Ethan. This is because initially
Thank
I came
you.
on here to talk with Ethan. Ethan, come on, man. Look, the same reason that I haven't ever had a conversation with Sam Cedars, the same reason that Joe Rogan, Sam Harris, Brett Weinstein, Dave Rubin, Ben Shapiro don't own anything. It's based on a lie, Ethan. Just
What's
like
the
you
lie?
claiming my Ethan.
What's the
You
lie?
claiming my
What's the
booker
lie,
reached
Steven?
out to you, Ethan, when you know
Steven,
that's
what's the
not true.
lie?
There's no
What's
one
the
ducking
lie?
you,
Why
Sam.
are you
I've
so
never
afraid?
Sam,
Yeah,
Sam,
listen,
Sam,
I
Sam,
think
Sam,
you're
Sam.
a smart
I
guy.
can call out Mike
I don't
Tyson.
understand
It
why
doesn't mean that I'm
you are
ducking him.
so worried about this.
Why do you
I
feel that?
honestly
Why do you
don't.
feel that anyone, Sam? Why do you feel that anyone owes you airtime when you have a 40th of the audience? And you've been
Up. There it is. There it is. There's
What do we call that?
Sargon scale.
That is the Sargon scale.
I know you forgot and you had to go to me.
No, I didn't. I wanted to see if you forgot.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Did you? Cut to the other camera. Where's the other camera?
Yes. We saw this happen live at Mythicist Milwaukee.
Well, we started realizing,
MythCon 5.
yeah, that the only way to dunk on an opponent is make sure you have a bigger subscriber base.
That's
And
right.
if you have a bigger subscriber base,
Your
then they're
more
not even worth-
subscribers
equals
equals
better
better
than.
than.
And so he
That's the
he
Sargon
doesn't
scale.
need Sam for anything because Sam's got such a small audience
Yeah.
of 1 million.
Million subscribers.
Now 1 million more. We got. By the way, you need to pull the social blade. I want to see what's been going on last week.
yeah. You know what? That's a really
I
good
forgot. I was going to put it in the links, but I forgot to do it.
Because I haven't looked at it all. I know he
I know
had
it's-
a
oh, I've-
1.06 million.
He went to from like 1.1 to like 1.7 like in a day, 2 days or something.
Really?
Majority,
Oh,
dude.
God damn it.
If you're looking at Minority Report again. That could have been embarrassing. Like, oh, this is a dead channel.
Oh, no shit. All right, good. Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, I went from I think 1.01 to like 1.0 something.
Yeah. So he's up to 1.13 million. So he basically pulled off 100,000
Over 100,000 this week.
because of this. Yeah, look at this spike right here. Because people just heard about him like this huge spike.
And that's why, people over in the chat earlier were saying that, I
90,000 subscribers this week is what he basically has got. So
It's nuts.
good for him. Good for him.
I mean, they won't be active viewers though come 2 weeks from now unless eventually Crowder.
Well, some of them will.
I think Crowder will have to clear his name by actually having the debate, or this is going to get louder and louder in his ears, and it'll be louder than Crowder.
Yeah. Well, the thing
I
is,
worked towards that one for a while.
one day when they finally do this debate, I think it's a big deal.
Oh yeah, sell tickets, motherfucker.
Yeah, it'll be a big deal, and we'll all watch. I'll fucking certainly watch.
Get a boxing match still.
Where are you going? Okay. Hold on. You know what? While we're here, while he's pouring himself a cocktail. No, Tennessee Marie said, is it inherently wrong to not debate a smaller YouTuber? No, it's not inherently wrong. The reason we bring up the Sargon scale is in the final debate at MythCon 5, Sargon was debating a once really popular atheist, but his channel had like 7,500 subscribers. And during the debate, when Sargon was getting more and more frustrated because he realized he hadn't done any research on the other guy and his points didn't really apply to the other guy, that finally, he had asked him a point about, resolving some situation, and Sargon says, well, if I can't solve that problem with my 1 million subscribers, you certainly can't solve it with 7,500. Is that inherently bad to say that? It's true.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad statement, but
it's
it
true.
looks like the
It's
argument
shitty.
was all based off of
It's
audience
shitty.
size.
You're ducking. You're ducking a real argument because of audience size is who gives a shit. It's a myth. You know,
like,
for some reason,
well,
those idiots
in this debate right now, what does audience side have to do with the arguments?
like, I just got flown up for that debate in Milwaukee.
And,
They flew me up, gave me a
we have
hotel,
dead
they treated
channel.
me very well, and look at our subscribers.
We got a dead channel.
Dead channel. But you know what? They did that. And then I was on stage with Jack Posobiec.
Who? Oh my God! I started following on Twitter after your debate.
Yeah, I know. And but I'm up on stage becoming besties with him.
God,
Damn
I was like,
it.
he's just a charming car
He
salesman.
he is a car salesman, dude, and he charmed me a little bit, and I've been
But like
drinking
once you
all
get
day.
to Twitter and you cut through the bullshit, you're like, wow, this guy's a fucking Nazi.
Yeah, he is. And not once did I say,
You're a fucking
Jack,
Nazi.
you're a fucking Nazi.
If I can't solve it with my dead channel, how can you solve it
Solve it with your Nazism.
with all your Nazism?
All right. Oh, yes, I shared a stage with Jack Posobiec. And yeah, a couple other people. So anyway,
But yeah, what I can
I
get out
sat
of
right
this,
beside Jack.
what
And I really like him.
what I can get out of this, I know, and you hung out with Jeremy all weekend. Look, you're a tough guy to like if you're on the left.
But I'm really good at parties. That's the thing. And so is Jack. And that's what went wrong. He's good at parties.
The problem I see, honestly, well, actually, the good thing that comes out of this is that at this point, it has brought it into the attention of people that might not even have known who Sam Seder is or Crowder is, and now it's ringing in Crowder's ears nonstop, and he's lost more faith. A lot of people have been like, "Oh man,
Cold Feet Crowder."
yeah," and it's just now if it was bad before or after Politicon, it is 10 times worse.
Fever
now.
pitch now.
Yeah, and now it's brought a lot more people into the fold. And if anything, it's gotten so much more attention to Sam Seder. Joe Rogan might have him on, and that's going to instantly devalue that argument.
Oh my God, just right out the window. And you have to know Joe Rogan's people have already got in touch with Sam. This is already in the works.
I assume.
Yes, like, because what about
When
Sam?
when your name
would
gets,
you want to dodge?
yeah, when your name gets rattled off, and honestly, I think what's great about Joe Rogan is he's not a debater either. He'll have a conversation and let you.
No, but I've seen him win some fucking debates. He's embarrassed some fucking people, Candace Owens.
He's fast talking, and that's the comedian side of him where I can react quickly to I can read the
and
audience.
he's not completely uninformed.
No.
So anyway, we've licked his balls enough, haven't we, on this?
That's sure. All right.
Doing
I
the show.
don't think anybody
Just
owes
10
me
times more.
We're almost
airtime.
done.
I think that Ethan has just given it to me. I didn't
Right.
ask him for it, and
Right.
so
No, you've been begging
the
for
real
it for a long
question
time
is,
with everyone
Stephen,
bigger than
why
yourself.
Are you so
he
worried
can't
about
build an
engaging with me?
audience, and so what happens is
That hurts. That hurts. That he would say, you can't build an audience, so you have to resort to these tactics. I would kill for Sam Seder's audience.
If a
I would
million-
literally murder.
Having 1 million plus subscribers,
Can't build an audience.
and honestly, I don't think Crowder's
He's gained about
audience-
100,000 over the last
I
year.
don't
That
think-
is not bad. Actually,
I
close
don't
to
think
200,000.
I don't think Crowder until he became the change my mind guy. He didn't have that kind of flex and power. So he's still fresh into his popularity. I don't know. He's been a thorn in people's sides for a
This
long
is
time.
I'm huffing my own farts type of argument here.
Are
he
you
uploads
so
15
worried about-
times more,
Do you think
has
your
less than a
audience
50th of the
says-
audience.
Well, that's
What now? It's a 50th. Remember, it was a 40th of the audience. Who is he talking about? 1 million subscribers is not a 40th
It's a drop in the bucket, dude.
of 6 million.
He doesn't know.
It's not a 50th of 6 million. What are you talking about, Steven? You're terrible at math. Like, don't say that. If you're just going to throw something out there.
I don't know. Whatever. He's
Panicking.
Yeah.
He's just
He's
panicking.
wallowing.
And so, again, you can make the argument that Steven Crowder won this because he was ambushed and, he didn't, and all that. You can say technically that's a win.
Now,
but it's an embarrassing way to win.
here's the thing. I think this doesn't look great for Ethan either because Ethan punked out of an interview
What does
or a
Ethan care?
debate. No, it doesn't mean shit to
Ethan doesn't
Ethan's
give
like,
two shits, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't really give a shit. But like, because it doesn't like, he's in a different world. It's not even his place in there at all. So, yeah, if I go up against, if we're going to stay in the baseball theme, if I'm suddenly going up against a professional baseball league, and then I go, you know what? Instead, I'm going to bring in the New York Yankees, and they're like, wait, we're going to play you. I'm like, no, I'm bringing in the Yankees. I look like a puss because I was like, I said I was going to play this professional baseball team, and then I was like, nope.
But you can't then go, oh, I see you're going to bring the Yankees. Whoever heard of them?
Right.
Whoever heard of them? I don't want to play the Yankees. No one's heard of them. Like, do you see like how your argument there would be like different?
Either way,
Like,
I think
it's his messaging is confusing, is what I'm saying.
at the end of the day, I don't think either of them look good. Like Ethan doesn't look good, but I think Crowder
cares?
looks the worst. Yeah, Ethan, because it literally does nothing to him.
No, look at Ethan's posture next time the camera goes to him. It couldn't be
More lackadaisical.
Like, I don't give a fuck. This is pretty funny to me, and I'm just going to sit back and watch it unwind.
That's why he wants to debate you, is so he can build his.
Do you
Sam,
think
come on.
your audience cares that I only have 1 million subscribers and you have what, 6 or 7 million subscribers?
Let me answer. Can I answer your question? Can I answer your question? Can I answer your question?
Sure.
Do you want me to answer your question? My audience would say Sam who? Just like Joe Rogan's audience and Ben Shapiro's and Dave Rubin.
Who I am.
Now they all know who you are
introduced me.
because you had to
Your
shoehorn
audience
yourself into
watches-
another coward.
And so they've already said, Ethan's already said, I invited Sam Seder. Steven's trying to say, you forced Ethan to give you this time. Weak. Like,
Sam Seder knew who Ethan was, but then he was surprised when he said they got a DM from him.
yeah, well, the thing is, we've all seen the Cold Feet Crowder and debate Sam fucking hashtags and all that.
Yeah, I didn't know
It's
who it
been
was.
funny. It's been funny. And it's been going on a long time. So I think Ethan just knew the meme. I don't think he even necessarily knew Sam.
I think Dan the Man's one that brought
Yes,
Ethan's
Dan the
attention. It's
Man.
like, oh, if you're gonna have this debate, you just need.
Yeah,
And then
debate
Ethan's like,
Sam
okay,
Seder.
Sam, this is the Sam guy, right? Who is he? Like,
Yeah,
explain
who is
to
this
me.
guy?
I'll slide his DMs.
Why is there a problem here? Yeah.
College
another
students,
show.
every day that you do that,
Why are
change
we-
my
Hold on a
mind.
second. Hold on
they
a second.
don't know who those college
This is another
students
lie.
are.
This is another lie.
possible
Let
difference would
me
it be?
clarify, Sam.
Wait,
let me
let him
clarify,
finish.
Sam.
Let him
It changed
finish,
my mind.
Steven.
Everyone knows in the show,
Steven.
right? We've had
How
so
do you
many
know
on
I
the-
ended
This
my
is what-
show
okay, he's not
early
gonna talk.
last week, Stephen? If your audience
Steven,
doesn't
you're
know
an
me,
idiot,
how
and
did you
half of
know
your
that?
staff
You're
don't
an
watch
idiot. My
you.
show.
Because I'm a diehard
That's
fan.
how I know.
Because
That's how I know, because you're an
Ah,
idiot.
oh man, this is flailing.
This is panicking.
This is
just like
panic flailing.
straight up
Windmilling. Oh, dude. Lainey and I were windmilling through the house, and I was teaching her how to windmill. I was like, "Look, you're about to have a brother. You're gonna
This
windmill-
is how you win.
You're gonna." So this is us windmilling through. I taught her how to windmill. And she is windmilling and just screaming and running through the house, and she's making me chase her. And she's like, "We're just going through the house windmilling." I was like, "You're gonna need this. You're gonna need that."
It's a skill you should
And I was
have.
like, now I'm watching. I'm like, that's what Steven does. He windmills.
He's windmilling.
He looks
That's
like
because
windmills.
he's a diehard
Well,
fan.
if you're a
I've heard of
diehard
you,
fan,
but I just
why-
met you.
why not have
Congratulations,
me
Sam Cedar's fan.
and Stephen
just
have
a
a
huge
conversation.
fan.
I will
like-
talk
right now,
about
every
the
time I
issues
try and
that
talk,
you
you're
want to talk
interrupting,
about,
Sam.
Stephen.
Yeah,
Right now, I'm trying to talk with you. You're interrupting, Sam.
Oh my
The
God,
show-
Steven has been interrupting me the whole fucking time. He's been interrupting.
I know. This is so like again, guys.
Petty. All right, I think this goes on for a minute, and then
It
Crowder
does, but
ends.
there's one thing I want to.
Is there something else he says?
On my show, under a false pretense,
Oh,
he
let's
claimed
just
that
get to it. I wanna
just
take a
like he
second.
claimed that I ducked the
Fine.
debate with you under a false pretense. Have I ever?
That is what the Politicon people told me. I
Oh, is
played
that what they
the
told you?
audio
Well,
of
and
it.
you're just
Ooh.
lazy
Yeah.
with your research.
Lazy with your research.
Right. Like, God, this is panic. Like, no, what I'm saying is the Politicon people told me this. That was the research.
He has it recorded. Sam he has the recording.
He has a recording of the
talk
phone call
of-
where they said, hey, sorry, Sam backed out.
His people told us. Darren, I think is his dad, backed out.
That's the thing. Lazy with your research. Like, he is
I don't-
he is just like, he's running down the alley and he's knocking over trash cans and he's trying to jump over the chain link fences, but the fucking pigs are still on his heels.
Yeah, I don't get it. You're lazy.
He's just
with your research.
panicking.
And that's the other move, is trying to discredit the other debater. If you could make it's something like lawyers try to do. If you can discredit the person on the stand in any way, it doesn't have to be about the subject that you're talking about.
No.
But if they are suddenly unreliable, have you had a would you
Oh,
do
hold on.
anything?
Let me give an
Now
example.
you're discredited.
Let me give an example. Mr. Fame, Is it not true that on October 31st, instead
Halloween?
of obeying the judge's orders, you instead had an extravagant Halloween party?
Talking about Wheel of Misfortune?
Yes. That was asked to me by the Attorney General of the state of Georgia. Sandbagged the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Really good.
Had literally
really good. Because Noah wasn't obeying the judge's orders, but that had nothing to do.
Yeah. No, but all I had to do is that clearly you flew in Metallica to play this
Yes,
party.
like all I wanted to do was in my cul-de-sac, set up a big stage and have Winger.
Bon Jovi come in.
Like,
Close
woo,
the show.
dude, I spent 80 grand on it.
Or was it some donated candy
Yeah.
and maybe a couple bucks worth of candy of ourselves by
Yeah.
ourselves? I was like, and by the way, we're splitting that bill anyway, so it was like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, wait, a couple $100
Yeah, a couple $100.
to give the kids a good time in the neighborhood because you're a nice guy, but not the way they sold it.
But nope.
So
And that was actually written on the piece of paper that I got to look at every day
So-
while I spent 20 days in fucking jail.
So what I'm
Sorry.
saying is
Confession over.
Is yes, that's yeah.
Yep. And
Wow, all this yelling. That's the first time someone wanted to. They're like, all right, guys.
all right, you know what?
Maybe we should kick
Now
this
we're getting
off.
some real moments.
All
All
right.
right, here we go. Let's just move on.
And if big tech is
You continue with the lie. You need to research and say, did Stephen ever accept?
They said you were
Let me
booked.
explain to you. Let me explain
They
to you.
said
Let me
you were
explain.
booked,
Hey, hey,
and
whoa,
that you
whoa, whoa, whoa.
dropped out and you literally
Sam,
cold
sweetheart.
feet.
Sam, fake stand-up comic who we can't find any footage about online. Let
I'm
me
not
finish.
a stand-up comic.
He did.
Oh, you're not. Okay,
It
that
says,
makes
I'm
sense
not a
because
stand-up
everything
comic.
that I've seen is
It's
incredibly
improv.
unfunny and
He did
unentertaining.
improv.
Can you
I'm
explain
not
the
a
audience.
stand-up
Ironic,
comic.
irony alert, Stephen.
Comedian.
Most
Comedian.
of my stuff.
See?
Irony
Sam,
that you're
let
on
Ethan
there
come in
and
for the
appreciate
zingers.
our-
Sam.
Our discussing things.
Samuel, can I answer your question?
Yes.
So you have gone on, you've done the same thing with other comments. Everyone has a bigger audience than you. Because you said, I want to speak with Steven Crowder. You believe that at some point there was some acceptance? When have I ever done a Politicon?
Pause it.
Ever?
Here's the problem with that statement. I'd assume Politicon. It sounds like a big thing because it's a good name.
It's not a small thing. It's a real thing where people from both sides go and debate at big names.
It's like something that mythicists from Milwaukee would jerk off to,
Yes.
like wanting to be.
They need to change yours, and I got an idea. I've been thinking about this, Brian, and you guys up there. Instead of MythCon, change it to ConCon.
Rings kind of slaps. I
Huh?
like it.
ConCon.
No, you know what? We're keeping that. Let's do Con. Send us your money and you get a free ticket. It's basically we'll do like a fire fest.
Fire Festival, yeah, of conventions, yes.
We'll call it Con. If you send us your money, you're an idiot.
Huh?
Can't wait to get to your.
Just think about it. I'm just saying. I'm giving you that one
Can't
for
wait to
free.
get to the super chat. Yeah, the thing is, it sounded to me, and maybe the timelines are not very clear. It sounded to me like Sam Seder was like already booked to go, plane tickets, blah blah blah, was going to go. He was informed
He did
that
go.
it was Steven Crowder. He was already on his way almost, and it got switched like days before.
Yes, and it got switched to Charlie Kirk,
right.
which is fine.
Because Crowder backed out last
Yes.
minute. So this whole thing of like Crowder saying, "I was never gonna. I've never been.
I've never been. Yes, you can do that.
You can never be."
Like if I
but
backed out on my first invitation to go to ConCon, and I could honestly say I've never been to ConCon
but
because I backed out.
but like yeah, the first time you were gonna go. But what I'm saying is, I had assumed that Politicon would have had it somewhere written down that you had agreed and that you were going to be here. You knew who you were debating. Because before I would agree to going somewhere or write down that I'm going to be there, I would definitely find out who I'm debating. And if they didn't tell him until last minute who he was debating, because they were still locking some stuff down, squaring some circles, and then all of a sudden he backs out, I don't know. I don't buy that it was that short notice that they didn't have, but maybe they didn't have the debates together yet. And then he was like, look, I'm not going to this thing. Y'all haven't even told me who I'm debating. And they're like, well, we know who's going to be. It's going to be this guy. He goes, I don't care. I got something better going on. I'm leaving. But like, I don't know how soon it was between the conference and Sam Seder getting there, and like, how do you sign up? He had to have known the conference was happening and had his schedule cleared for months that he was going to this, and backed out somewhere close to it happening. If Sam Seder already was on his way there.
Yeah, and it's all like this is all. We're not going to go through that stuff. It's all out there. Where
so now him
like Sam
saying-
Seder brought all the receipts, and they're out there. You could just Google Politicon Steven Crowder, and you could hear the conversations that the booker had about Steven backing out at the behest of his father and shit. Like, it's
I
all
also
out
think
there.
that's a weird dunk on like the whole like, is his father books? I'm like, okay.
That's fine. If
only
I
thing-
don't have a problem with it being his father,
People think just
but
think
it's
weird
a
that
funny
that he-
place to pick on you.
right, and also the fact that he keeps referring to it as Darren. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, he does. He refers to his father by his first name.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Darren does our booking. I'm like, maybe he's just saying the name so you don't be like, Dad,
Dad,
do the booking.
do the booking. I told you. I don't
So
have a
that way,
calendar.
the person who's talking to Darren knows that they're talking to the booker.
Which is fine.
That's
Your
fine.
dad
I
can
really
work
don't
for
think
you.
yeah,
It's okay.
I don't think it's that big of a deal, but
Your dad can work for
it's
you.
a funny joke point, I guess, and I will accept that.
Pat's dad ignores everything we do in this basement.
He doesn't think we're funny at all.
Nope.
He actually mentioned today how oh yeah, like when you and Fade are jerking off in the basement or whatever. He goes, oh my god, so frustrating. Because when your mom's like trying to watch it, I'm like, yeah, can you get her to stop? Fade and I are jerking off in the basement, and I don't need my mom to do this. I only want my dad to do this.
Dad.
Are you happy now, Dad?
All right, hold on. Oh,
What do I, as a matter of fact, in the last decade, in the last decade, I haven't done a single political conference.
How
I
can
hosted
you say-
CPAC for 4 years and stopped because they suck.
How can
They
you
don't
say-
pay,
Okay.
and they're full of losers.
What about
Oh, now
I haven't done a single political conference. I hosted CPAC for 4 years.
And
And
clamoring for it, and it's a
Gavin told
lie.
me that you dropped out
Kind
of
of a
doing
Jewish
this
statement,
show
isn't it?
because
Say that
This is
Shiloh
just
was going
hearsay
to
and
go-
gossip.
But how can
I
he
have
say
the
I've never met more of a
your
woman.
career when he wants
Well,
to
I don't
keep
even need to-
debating?
I don't need to
know.
talk
Let's
about
get
any
through
of
this.
this.
All right,
Let's talk
okay.
about the issue.
So,
the
Ethan, do you want to have a
CDC.
conversation, Ethan?
Let's talk
about the
about big
vaccine
tech.
because
Ethan, do you want to have a
Absolutely, I
conversation?
do.
You're going to hide.
You felt
Absolutely,
so
I do.
strongly
Or
about
big tech.
So why are you
Oh,
hiding behind
Ethan just
Sam
keeps
Cedars?
he's
no,
just
no,
slouching
I'm not
farther and
lying.
farther
I'm
out.
not
I forgot
hiding.
it
He
turned
just
on.
You're just a
Okay.
liar.
Yeah,
So
he's
you're
leading
lying. Remember when
friend.
He's
hold on a
almost
second, hold on a second.
left
I mean, it
you
sort of
two.
feels like
It's
you guys are the ones who are
ridiculous.
hiding.
Really?
He's
Hiding?
got
No,
futon.
this is actually-
Curl up on.
on you.
Who's the guy who
Ethan's
never
being
appears
completely
on
open
stage,
about it.
never does a live show,
But is a
never
comic.
even sheds, never even allows a
live fi-
shadow
5
of
days.
comedy to be perceived on his program? It's just hiding. Everything we do is
Well,
out in
he
the
doesn't do
open.
a comedy show.
H3. H3.
He doesn't.
You're
He
wearing
doesn't
a
put it
holster. We
holster.
agreed.
So what?
Hold on a second. Yeah?
It's on a comedy
So?
TV show.
I want to normalize responsible gun ownership. Is that your debate? No wonder you had to bring in a hack for you.
wanna
Well,
call
no,
it
you're talking
crying
about
out loud.
comedy.
Well, that's
I
what
mean,
you
great
do.
strategy.
that's
Write
not
it for
very
you.
funny.
You have a holster, bro.
Also, your
You have a
sponsor is
holster.
Spartans.
As he takes advantage of mentally ill women for his
main
show.
sponsor is
Yes,
about
word
Okay.
salad in
All
here,
right,
guys.
Sam, you got
Here
it.
we
You
go.
got it. I hope you have
No,
a
come
I
on.
hope you have a
Steven,
wonderful
I'm
highlight
happy.
reel.
I
Hold on,
Hope
hold
you
on,
enjoy
hold on, hold on,
Politicon.
hold on. Hold on, hold on. Let me
on,
just make
Steven.
one point.
Hope you enjoy Politicon.
Hold on,
Ethan
let
will
me make
release the
one
private
point, Steven.
messages.
Take it easy.
Steven,
All right,
don't
thanks,
bail.
guys. I
Don't
appreciate it.
Don't
It's
bail, you
adorable.
coward.
Hey, Sam, one thing before I go. One
Here we
thing
go.
before I
If it's
go. Can you
about
take off your
issues,
glasses?
Steven,
Hold
One
on.
thing before I go.
I
Can you
just
take
want
off
to
your
see.
glasses?
We just want to see. If
I just want to see if you take them off. If you have the Velveteen Rabbit buttons. That's the only thing I'm curious
What
about. It's the only
I-
interesting part about
Steven,
it.
Yes,
I-
it's so confusing. Like,
Let's
Just take off
debate.
the-
I don't
take off the
understand this
glasses.
I
meme.
feel like
Let's
that little
debate.
clip
Don't
should be
hide
in
behind the
there.
glasses.
Don't be a
Like,
coward.
I need that. I need a gift. I need a
Coward.
gift. I need that to
All
respond
right.
to
Debate
this.
the
I
issue.
can only
What
use
does it
the
matter
issue.
who you
Shut
debate,
up.
coward?
I need that.
Good. You guys are good. Thank you.
Coward.
Won't even take off
All
the
right.
glasses.
Now,
That's
did you
right.
hear
All
that
right,
one
you
part?
can,
Bye.
All right. Good.
You've lost
Coward.
If you have the Velveteen Rabbit buttons.
Now listen,
That's the
listen,
only
listen
thing
to
I'm
his
curious
buddy.
about. It's the only
I-
interesting part about it.
Steven,
Or if there's a soul.
Let's
Just take off
debate.
the,
Okay.
take off the glasses.
Bears his soul.
Or if there's a soul. Will you take off your glasses so we can see if you have the Velveteen Rabbit buttons?
Or if there's a soul.
Or if there's a soul. That is one thing I wanted to kind of ask everyone, and we'll move on from this. I mean, everyone's seen it, and I think we've covered all of our points.
What a nightmare. I want that on a shirt. That's a good one.
What a nightmare.
What a nightmare.
What a nightmare.
Sam Seder, what a nightmare.
Now, I want to read this to you guys. I'm going to read this because I'm an excellent reader of things.
All right, you read. I'm a pee.
Okay. I'll try to say it loud enough so you can hear it over the thunderous stream of your pee. It's like a gentle mist. It pees like a gentle mist. It's like a... That's it. That's how it pees. I noticed in the recent podcast episode with Steven Crowder that some anti-Semitism may have gone unnoticed by Sam and Ethan, directed at Sam by Steven and his co-host. Steven managed to quiet everyone to get their attention, then instead of making a point of debating anything, he requests that Sam remove his glasses. This was really odd and confused both Sam and Ethan, with Sam looking visibly confused. He then says to Sam, I want to see if you have the little velveteen rabbit buttons, which adds to the confusion because it's not really an expression. But then his co-host also mutters, or if there's a soul. And that Crowder is, or if there's a soul, it then dawned on me that velveteen rabbit eyes are just shiny black half globes, and that Crowder and his co-host are insinuating that Sam has soulless, beady black eyes, a very common anti-Semitic stereotype.
That's not how I took it.
I don't.
Sure, but
I mean, but explain.
eyes are the gateway to the soul, and so they're like.
And so Jews don't have one. So
I don't know. That
look, I'm bringing this up.
coming from where that source is coming. Like,
The beady eyes thing is a very long-standing Jewish thing.
If someone else had said that, I wouldn't have immediately taken it as
Someone else, someone who's not as tolerant as Steven Crowder.
But like the fact that it's coming from Steven Crowder's camp is anti-Semitic, because I doubt that they meant it the other way. But I'm
Yes.
trying to be in the middle. Like it was just
Now,
if someone if as a comedian. When someone says eyes, the first thing I'm going to roll through is like, oh, it's the gateway to the soul.
and see, like here,
I'm going to roll through a bunch of things
this
I
is
know.
from the German Propaganda Archive. This story comes from Der Gilfpilz, an anti-Semitic children's book published by Julius Stryer, the publisher of Der Stürmer. He was executed as a war criminal in 1946. How to tell a Jew? Well, in this, the How to Tell a Jew is by his...
piercing, one would tell from the eyes are deceitful of a deceitful person. Trying to find something that may sink that hook a little deeper than that. Is it eagle nose?
Yeah, the nose is definitely
They didn't say anything about his nose.
He talks through his nose. They have an unpleasant Swedish odor. If you have a good nose, you can smell the Jews. Like the Germans are so bad.
Well, I think they're talking about redheads. You can smell a redhead.
One
Gingers.
can always tell it's the Jews. But real Jewish ears. Some do not have flat feet, but real Jewish eyes. Some Jews can be recognized. That real Jewish eyes. The eyes are what they're saying.
Yeah, none of that's sinking the hook in though. It's like, yeah, someone talked about Jewish nose, Jewish eyes, Jewish whatever smell. Like, okay, they're just it's all propaganda crap. But like nothing says about the button eyes, does it? I don't see anything that says button eyes.
It's not about button eyes.
Okay, soulless eyes. I don't see anything about
Yeah.
soulless eyes.
All right.
I just see them talking about the eyes. I think this is a weak connection for me as far as if that is. Yeah, see eyes. I see a bunch of things talking about the eyes and the deceitful person stuff, but I'm not black. None of the. To me, this is a weak point. And I think you failed in this research, so you lose.
Okay, so Jews having beady eyes is not.
But like
that's
I said,
cool.
like I said before,
It's not a thing.
Like I said before,
It's not a thing. It's fine. If it's not a thing,
well, it's truth. I mean, no. The what I'm saying is, coming from Steven Crowder's camp, I wouldn't doubt that there wasn't some sort of anti-Semitic reference.
all I'm saying is, it looked like because it was so out of nowhere.
I thought,
why would you
when
bring it up?
When I heard that, I was like, "Is this
It's so weird."
Is this some meme that they have mocked Sam. This is their way to get over the Cold Feet Crowder thing that happened with him bailing on the debate with Steven Crowder or Steven Crowder debate.
Sleepy eyes is what term neo-Nazis use about it. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, where Sam Seder, like I thought maybe I thought it was some reference, just mocking his physical appearance, not the Jew.
And it could have been
not the Jewish part at all. I thought
it could have been.
But
and like you could also make that thing if they'd have been like, look at your hook nose, dude. Take off your glasses. Let's see your hook nose.
That would have been landed deeper because I think that's more.
It's a more popular one.
Yes, it's more in the zeitgeist
it's more popular.
of people wanting to be anti-Semitic.
Okay, that's fine.
Than the eyes situation. I think he has very dreamy eyes, so I get lost in there. But he's like the least intimidating person I've ever seen. So to me, I'm like, this is kind of a.
Yeah, this was I believe the part about the Jewish eyes in that thing we're looking at. The eyes are different too. The eyelids are mostly thicker and more fleshy than ours. The Jews' look is wary and piercing. One could tell from his eyes that he is a deceitful person.
Right.
So it's fine. And that later became the beady eye meme. And which is also comes part of the greedy Jew. Anyway, maybe not. It's just
I think it's
why.
I think out of the points that we could
why
make, I think that one's a weaker one. But yeah.
But why, Steven?
Do I believe that wasn't potentially within that meme?
I don't know.
I thought at first.
It's weird.
Got it. I got the motherfucker.
Did you get him? You've just been clapping at blank air this whole fucking
I'm
time.
applauding his flight ability and his dexterity, but now he's dead. Yeah, so I don't know.
I mean, also, Steven Crowder does have a long history of making
but like when I first heard
anti-Semitic
that,
remarks.
when I first heard
and using
that,
the greedy Jew meme and stuff like
well,
that. It's not his first.
I saw him do his Asian thing. It was really cringy.
Really cringy.
So that's what I'm
we
saying.
get it. Asians are
I'm
different.
not putting it past.
I know.
I know.
And I'm also not saying he's absolutely doing. I'm just saying, okay, because it was something that stuck out as so weird to me.
It did to me as well. I thought it was an odd statement.
And I had no explanation for it.
I assumed it was some meme that they had tried to attach to him earlier, but with no anti-Semitic connection. They were trying to mock his beady little eyes, not any. He's a scheming Jew.
That's the thing, though. That's what makes it so tough.
I know.
Like you can't mock. Like if I just started mocking some guy's lips. And he's black. It looks bad. Like, maybe he does have big lips.
Sure.
But
I'm not saying that.
It looks bad. Especially if I have a history of making these kind of things.
I'm not saying it doesn't hold water. I just feel like...
I'm also not saying it's definitely anti-Semitic. I just wanted to say, hey,
okay,
this is
fine.
weird.
This
is weird, and I read somebody else's opinion, not mine.
That's fine.
And then I did some Googling on Jews' beady eyes, which is going to show up in some kind of FBI file. And,
next time you're in court, that's going to be like, did you look up this, you anti-Semitic?
No! How would you do this to me and ambush me like this again? Just cuff me.
They're so good. Okay. Let's go to the next thing and stuff that we had for things.
All right,
stuff.
fine. Great.
Did we have?
Great.
Because I put in something. Oh,
we can go to whatever you want. My stuff is all like wrap it up stuff.
The majority report with Sam Seder, Tim Pool response. This is where Tim Pool goes off about how he will never have Sam Seder on because he was so deceitful. Basically, kind of like mirrors that whole thing. So let's just go ahead.
Oh, this is actually from Sam Seder's show.
Tim asked me to come on a show. I can't remember how many years ago it was.
I do remember that.
We had
though.
Tim on when he was
turned up a little
doing
bit.
video at Occupy. 10, 11 years ago, maybe.
You're a little hotter.
Then he asked me to come on his show.
As high as our mic.
A couple of years ago, before he got really big.
It's low.
I think it was. Maybe just as he was. I don't know. I really didn't have a sense of what he was doing. I just felt like, I get asked to do it. If I have time, sometimes it takes a while for me to and I forget. But I went and I did his show, and I don't remember much about it, to be totally honest. I just remember him saying that I was like Thanos, and I had yet to. My son was only 5 at that time. I had to wait until he became 7 or 7.5, maybe even 8, before I found out who Thanos was, and we watched that movie together. And Saul
He's not a
really
good
enjoyed
nerd.
that.
He's
movie.
not a good nerd.
I
None
didn't,
of them.
but at that time, Tim had said I was like Thanos. And frankly, it really didn't mean much to me, and it still doesn't. And then Tim put out during COVID a call for people to debate him from the left. He said nobody would do it. And so I said, I'll do it. And then he gets back to me and he says, okay, how about next, whatever, Monday? And I'm like, sure. Let's do it. And I said, Zoom or Skype or whatever it is. And he said, no, you have to come into studio. And I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
Tim likes to do that in studio.
I can't
that
come
was
down
during the
on a
pandemic.
Monday. I do a 5-day-a-week show, and I've got 2 kids.
He's in DC.
I think he was in DC or Maryland or somewhere around there. I don't know. But B, dude, I'm not going into a closed studio with you with a pandemic going on. Like, I'm not in the, I know guys my age who died of COVID, and I'm
not to
going-
mention like your situation with your kids and all that stuff. And I'm
yeah,
pretty
of
sure Tim
course.
Pool's studio is in his house. I might be wrong about that, but I saw somebody
believe
say
that's
that.
true.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is too.
Yeah.
So sorry.
And
So,
I'm like,
but we're also
I'm
not Tim
sorry.
Pool.
Like, I'm not.
Yeah, and I'm not inviting
I'm not going
people
to do
to come
that.
down here and make out with us.
And he said, "Well, I can't do Zoom
wish you
because I
would.
don't
I
have
know, it'd be
the
a cool
internet
party.
in my studio or something to
like
that
the
effect." And I was like, "All right, whatever." But recently, obviously, I'm vaxxed.
I'm
My
waxed.
situation with my kids are a little more settled. They're back into a routine now. They're going to school. They're going to camp. And so I said I was open to debating Tim. But Tim has now apparently found
Recanted.
a reason not to disinvite me.
Yes, sir.
He said that he couldn't do it because he hosts his own show. He did mention COVID, to be fair. But then he turns it into this tweet where he's coming after me, implying we were unsafe when we followed every COVID guideline. We have hand sanitizer everywhere, and we were allowed to do the show as per normal guidelines. The room is extremely well ventilated. You can probably hear the...
Okay, just stop that. Stop it right now, Tim. What can we even see? I don't know if it's not clear enough to see the dates. I want to see the dates.
I'm one of those people.
Is that
upon
December?
finding out I was required to fly to DC.
Yeah, but like,
It's just basically what he just said.
yeah, but I'm trying to see the date on the tweet.
No,
Is that December 14th?
yeah, I think so.
So he's
Screen. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
I can't tell. It looks like December 14th.
Or 12th.
So
or October,
December of 2020.
February.
So, and this is clearly from, this is Tim either retweeting or screenshotting and posting.
Yeah.
Can't tell.
Yeah.
The tweet from Sam. And also Sam has a check mark. Doesn't have a big enough audience. Get a check mark. He's verified.
He is verified.
December of 2020 feels like it's still not.
No, we were at our. We were
And
at
I'm
another
I'm
peak.
assuming this happened late November, early December is when
Yeah.
this happened, and when Tim is posting this. I just
Actually, it was earlier than that. They had the fight about it later.
okay. That's okay. That's what I'm saying. It was probably sometime in November, whatever.
They had hand sanitizer everywhere, though.
Had hand sanitizer.
Everywhere.
Yeah, but it was an airborne thing. The hand sanitizer was like in case you
Oh God!
shove your hand in your
Oh
mouth.
my God, dude! Where'd you hear that from? Dr. Fauci? I know. Anyway, the whole point was, it was a bit of a debatable
But, like,
fucking
to me-
time to have a fucking IRL debate in
Yeah, but,
someone's
like,
basement.
Tim just released this.
Me and
video,
you weren't even
but
streaming
but
together.
Tim just released this video. He's like, we had hand sanitizer. I'm like, at that point, I would not even mention the hand sanitizer.
No.
Because like we now learned that the hand sanitizer was like backup on the backup. It was a hat on a hat a little bit, but it was also don't put your hands in your mouth and also clean your fucking hands, you filthy animal.
Yeah.
If someone coughed in their hand and touched the railing, and then you touched the railing, put your hand in your mouth, then that's bad.
It was bad. I don't know. Me and you didn't see each other for months until
It
we
was so
finally
awesome.
realized, well, we haven't gone anywhere. It was nice. We haven't gone anywhere,
And then we just made out.
done
for a while.
anything, and then we got our COVID tests, and we were like, all right, well,
Yeah, I'll fuck around. I'll fuck around.
fuck around, find out.
But like, yeah, Tim acted like the way he's like, the way he was, like he reread Sam's and he added emotion. Roll it back a little bit. He reread Sam's thing and made it sound like Sam was being hysterical.
Yes.
And Sam's like, this is
well,
a
the
bad
thing
idea.
is, there was a lot of publicity flying around right now, and Tim really wanted to like, hey, I know this Sam guy. I deserve some
Pre-COVID
street
guideline.
cred.
We have hand sanitizer everywhere, and we were allowed to do the show as per normal guidelines. The room is extremely well ventilated. You can probably hear the fans. But Sam thought it would be good to lie, to make
My
things
audio
up,
sucks
because
'cause
he
of all
never
the
wanted to come here in the
ventilation.
first place. And even after he knew it was in studio, and the 13th is open, and we will pay for everything, and he agreed to do
that's
it,
October.
it was all
This is
just
October.
a big
Okay.
con.
So he's
Sam
rolling it, like,
Seder is
deep
a
into
lying
the
coward.
second wave.
And that's why people like Steven Crowder should not debate him, and that's why Steven was right for cutting him off and saying no. And Ethan,
why does that equal why you shouldn't debate him?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I didn't want to do it in studio.
He didn't want to come
But
there, and he didn't want to breathe the same air you breathe.
But that was
he
it.
could catch fucking male pattern baldness, Tim.
That was the only argument, is that he backed out last minute. This is why you shouldn't debate him. And he knew he was in the studio. It was like,
yeah, that's it. That's the reason.
you invited a guy to your house right in the middle of the pandemic. And this was like, because that last one shows October. I'm like, whoa. It was October? I was like, okay, so now you're backing it even further into the year. I was like, middle of 2020 was not the time. I'm like, no, he's not coming to hang out with you. The fuck are you talking about, Tim? And like, and that's his justification of why Sam Seder or Steven Crowder shouldn't debate Sam Seder, is because
There were in October of 2020. Wait, hold on. No, never mind. I need
You're
to
looking-
look up.
you're looking
yeah,
wrong.
I'm like that's showing me current stuff. Which wow, really? Is it true fact?
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, we're doing terrible. It's because of how things are around here. What is our problem?
I think a little less than half of Florida or a little over half of Florida has been vaccinated.
Yeah, god damn, man.
So like Florida.
Yeah, but look at this. Look at this.
Wants to die.
During that time in the United States, right here you can see this right here is November. October we were accelerating up.
This is the second wave. This is
Zoom,
what Sam
this-
was talking
yes.
about, and he didn't want to go. He's, what are you talking about? This is the second wave, and Tim didn't believe there was a second wave.
Like here, right in the middle. Let's just put it right in the middle, like October 18th. Oh, what? I didn't click on that. We'll call it October right in the middle, like 16th here. 56,000 positive tests.
And that's just for the
that
people
day-
that are actively taking
that
the
are
test.
testing. Yes, you know there was a man. It was a yeah. It was not a great time. It was not a great time.
That's a bad time to go.
And so it's a really weird thing that
like,
he
that's the
wouldn't
other
do
thing.
that with Zoom. Like if you really want to debate Sam, why not go? Oh, you want to do it on Zoom? You know, it's fine. We can do that. Everyone else in the entire motherfucking world, including broadcast TV,
Yeah, everyone
was doing that. So
that's a weird argument.
So why is that not okay? I don't.
No,
fucking
but that's
get
the thing
it.
is Tim's pumping some emotion into this that wasn't there. It didn't sound like.
No.
And other than him just throwing, dare I say, his hat in the ring, as long as he's still wearing his hat. He has a secondary hat for ring throwing. And I'm not talking about the balding ring on his head. Sorry, that's how I dump on people. So I make fun of how they look. Yeah, but that was my thing. I saw Tim's response. I'm like, this is a bad argument. I was like, and all you're doing is showing that you were out of your fucking mind to invite someone over to your house. First off, we were taking all the precautions. I'm like, you were taking all the precautions for what? Compared for the conservative side? All the non-believers, all the hoax believers. You were doing that. I was like, you had hand sanitizer, and ventilation that blew air all over the room.
Yeah, you can probably hear the fans. Son of a bitches. All right, you know what? Since we covered that real quick, why don't we watch a short video from our buddy Vadim?
You better get going quickly.
All right,
And we got shit to do. Do you want another drink of a drinky drink?
I mean, if we're talking shot, let's just watch this real quick.
Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Seder! What a fucking nightmare!
So you have a
Just
guy
show
with
Steven.
less viewers to come on to debate him because you can't?
Sam, why do you feel that anyone owes you airtime when you have a 40th of the audience and you've been doing the
I
show
don't think anybody
for 10
owes
times
me
as long?
airtime.
Yeah,
So
he
worried
he
about
can't build an
engaging with you.
audience, and so what
Actually, we
happens
should
is
just
he
play this
uploads
as a
15
way to
times
go.
more.
Do you think
has
your
less than a
audience
50
cares that I only have 1 million subscribers and you have what, 6 or 7 million
I think.
subscribers?
Let me answer. Can I
don't
answer your
think
question?
they-
Do you want me to answer your question? My audience would say Sam who?
Holy shit. So do you want to respond to anything he said now that he's not talking over you?
He's obviously lying about the idea that he wouldn't want to do a debate with me because his audience wouldn't know. And so, I think Steven is afraid.
And one other thing he keeps bringing up, apparently the reason he's ducked you, Sam, is because you only have 1 million subscribers.
I know it.
And I'd actually challenge somebody to go through all of the interviews he's done and find any with under 1 million, because that would be quite ironic.
Yeah.
I want to be really clear before we go on down the trail about what the video was about.
It's our
and it
boy
was
Jeff.
that the AIDS epidemic,
debated
and the reporting
fucking
and the
Jeff.
cultural hysteria was a hoax. I would say that actually in that video, I'm probably doing a lot more for people.
That's 108 now.
To avoid
Back
AIDS
then, Jeff
than
had
my
like
critics.
60.
That's a very interesting argument. I don't think I could agree with that.
Okay.
The last is probably this is the biggest
Jeff
complaint that I had about the
Shittlord
video, and
Well, you
it
should have
really
led
comes
with
down
that.
without antiretroviral medication, the chances of getting it was a lot higher.
Let me ask you this:
Magic
what's
I just thought it was funny. I wanted
Magic
to
Johnson?
because
Jeff!
Come on, Jeff.
Debate,
Don't
Steven.
hide behind the
Don't
glasses.
be a
Sam.
coward.
Don't say
Coward.
Why not
Congratulations,
have me
Sam Cedar's fan.
and Steven have a
There's no
conversation?
way you can use
Why are
Sam.
you-
My audience would say Sam who?
He's nervous about debating me. I don't know why. I don't know why that's the case. I think Steven's not a total idiot. She said, I think Steven got cold feet. He's obviously lying about the idea that he wouldn't want to do a debate with me because his audience wouldn't know.
Right. So anyway, that was the point. There is not only has Steven had someone on with less than 1 million subscribers, it was somebody who's actually been on this channel multiple times with us and is good friends with us. Yes, one of our buddies. So there you go.
Okay.
There you go. We
Well,
wrapped that
that
shit
was
up.
3 years ago. He's changed his policies. And now he's upper
Yeah.
echelon. He no longer needs
You
to
must be
this tall
to ride this ride.
to fuck this dick.
Do we want to go straight into our dudes? Save some of these other links for next time? Are we going to be doing this regularly now? I'm free next weekend. I'm in town for the next.
Are you free next Sunday?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Am I? Oh, it's 4th of July.
It's 4th of July.
Yeah, I'll still do that.
Yeah, I'll live stream it. Yeah, I'll be super busy next Sunday. I got everyone.
That's
over
right.
my
I
house.
forgot it. I forgot it's 4th of July.
All right. So, what else do we have? What's on the extras? Real quick. Do we have some? I think I had something. Well, we want to watch the Karen show, but we can save that for later.
Yeah, that one will hold, and we can explain that. It's already
Chappelle and
20
Jon
minutes
Stewart
after
take down
10.
Candace Owens.
Those are all you. I
Yeah,
have no
those are all
idea
the
what that
extras
is.
I put in there. Yeah, no, these I'll just say.
These all wait. These all wait.
Yeah, these all wait. No, these are time sensitive or anything like that. I mean, they're good, but they're
Well, then let's go to our usual
countdowns.
And we'll introduce a new one. And we'll see. Maybe it won't stick. And some of these are kind of long, so I'd like to get to it. Like the Dave Portnoy one is a little long. So let's just get to it.
I'll go to Portnoy then first. Let's try it.
All right, we're going to go to the stock market update. Now, earlier this week, our buddy Dave Portnoy,
El Presidente.
he went on.
Crowder?
All right. He went on Fox Business. Now, and actually, I prefer Fox Business to CNBC.
Sure.
Whereas I prefer MSNBC to Fox News. But
I don't like either anymore.
But this was about AMC stock, okay? Which I'm a stockholder. So are you.
Yep.
I'm a Stubbs member now. Sorry, guy. You're not gonna fucking do that shit to me anymore. I've been missing out.
I know, dude.
Also, did you go sign up for the investors thing?
No.
You get free large popcorn if you own AMC stock. log into your subs account. Then you can report yourself as a stockholder. So the thing is, this is about AMC stock. Now, earlier this year, I'm going to give you a tiny bit of background. Earlier this year, when the meme stocks, which I hate that name, they're not memes. These are businesses that people love and regular people just wanted to pull together, put their resources in, and save stop short sellers from shorting their businesses into the ground. AMC stock at one point was down to under $2 a share. That's
where I bought
year. Yeah, that's where you bought in. Really great price. Should have bought a fuck ton. But the thing is, because of a pandemic and everything, but like I'll tell you right now, I've known Pat for a long time. Pat has been a big AMC fan for years.
Well, once we found out they had that bar in there.
Oh man, when they put that MacGuffins down there.
If they put the MacGuffins in at this
Me and Pat will drive a half an hour.
We've had quiet standoff friend arguments over MacGuffins.
Yes.
MacGuffins, by the way, is the pub inside of AMC's.
Yes, it's the bar.
It's the bar. They decided to open an Irish pub inside select AMC.
Right, and so the thing is, the first time me and Pat went to see a movie, that's back when we were roommates.
I had been to that AMC Cumberland.
I hadn't been since it had been remodeled.
Months. Yeah, I'd been there several times, but that used to be
That's the one I've always gone to.
It was
but
the
it wasn't.
area. It was the area where if you had I don't know if they had overflow or if they had a manager's section. It was if you had a complaint. It was like an odd section on the front side of the lobby, I guess.
Yeah.
That really didn't have a place. It was kind of where the managers would hang out, and if you needed to go speak to the Karens would go to that desk, and that's where they would deal with you privately away from the audience.
But when we were roommates, me and you went to see a movie. I don't even remember what it was, and there's no possible way for us to be able to remember what it was.
It was
because when we discovered there was a bar,
sci-fi or some comic book movie.
So we went to the AMC.
It was a Star Wars. No,
we went that one with Brittany. That was after.
That was later.
That was later, but it was a Marvel movie, I think.
It could have been one of the Iron Man.
Because I remember we stayed late because we always watch all the fucking credits during a Marvel movie because they're going to tease the next thing. So, but the thing is, we showed up, and there's a fucking bar. We went there because it's got the recliners and it was a nicer theater.
Had the big seats.
But they added this bar. And so, man, yeah, we fucking chugged some brews.
And
we
they
fucking
give
had
you,
some shots.
on the large beers, they give you a plastic take-home cup.
So here's the thing, though. We had a good time.
And they don't know how to pour Jaeger there. So they just hand you a cup, a little Dixie cup, and it's just full of Jaeger.
Yeah.
Because the bartender is a guy that normally serves
he also
popcorn.
checks tickets and shit like that.
So all of a sudden you're getting this cup of Jaeger for it's $8.
This is great.
But it's like 4 shots of Jaeger.
Now here's the thing. We got fucking wasted faced, and it was a unique experience at the movies for me.
We take 4 pisses throughout the movie.
Usually, if we're gonna get drunk in a movie, we're sneaking whiskey in our tummy.
Well, flasks and
But the thing is, we're just in the recline, and we've got drinks right there.
Got popcorn. I got my booze.
It was fucking great. We're this is revolutionizing.
We're never not being here, and we're just kicked back in these big red chairs.
Now, what happened was we got shitty. Now, let's fast forward a week or two. And I'm going into my car. And in the back seat, I see a stack of plastic cups for this place called MacGuffin's Irish Bar.
Yeah, pub or
Irish pub or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this motherfucker not only has been going out and having a good time somewhere without me.
At this point,
he may have taken my car.
We drank a lot at this point.
We drank a lot. It was all Irish car bombs were our everyday get through the fucking day and deal with the pain drink.
I feel like we need to explain that. We drink a lot now.
We do.
Imagine 2 single heartbroken with our puppies taken from us guys.
Yes. I just got divorced and lost Sid in the divorce.
I had a big breakup and lost the dog. So at the time,
we were just trying to get through the fucking day. And what Irish car bombs were how we got through the day.
And
we drank a fuck ton of them.
3 Irish car bombs just started the night. That was average.
That was just maintenance.
Yeah. That just let's go to sleep that night.
Yeah.
5 Irish car bombs, which, by the way, if you don't know what an Irish car bomb is, like this, we were literally half Guinnesses. This was not like, oh, he's just cute.
We're
We
pouring
were
them for war.
Yeah, and so 5 was not uncommon either. It got to the point where we were drinking just a shit ton of fucking Irish.
Yeah, so it's a like basically roughly
Baileys.
a half a Guinness with a
half Jameson, half Baileys.
we usually use
Jameson-
about a half jigger of Jameson, a half jigger of Bailey's.
Jigga.
Um,
What's my motherfucking name? So when he got in his car and saw the stack of Irish pub cups in the back seat,
yeah, I'm like,
he goes,
okay, first of all, he's found
Whoa.
a new Irish pub.
and he's going drinking with somebody
Went there,
else,
had a great time, bought a bunch of souvenir cups back.
and forgot to take him out of the
And
car.
so I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm going to take him. I'm going to put him on the fucking counter.
That's not. No,
So
that,
he
hold on,
fucking
hold on, hold on.
knows.
That's not how I found out. I saw him on the counter later, because then I had already seen them in the backseat of your car. I had to go get something out of the car. I had to get something in the car, and I saw these, and immediately I see these cups. I go, this motherfucker. He's going out drinking at a pub with some other dudes.
Yeah, some other dude doing Irish car
Doing
bombs with some other guy.
There's no way he's not doing Irish car bombs. He's got all these MacGuffin cups.
Yeah.
I guarantee they have car bombs. They do not have car bombs.
They do.
That he's doing car bombs with these, and he brought down the fucking evidence. Oh, this cunt! It's like I went through his cell phone and just found the bitch he's texting. Like I seen
Just
it
right there.
and so I locked it up. I put a blanket on it.
Dude, I was fucking angry.
And then like
I was seething.
A couple
underneath.
days later, he puts the cups in the thing, and that kickstarts the fight.
Yeah,
He goes
I put it
back
right
in-
out there. I was like, I want him to watch
Yeah, I
it,
was
walk in the fucking kitchen. I want to see what he has fucking done and how he's hurt me.
So I walk in, I go, hey man, I meant to talk to you about these cups. He goes, I meant to talk to you about this cups. And so
we start yelling.
We sounded like Crowder.
Because I'd never been into a MacGuffin's Irish pub.
We sounded like Sam Cedar and Crowder talking over.
What a nightmare!
You son of a bitch!
and
it turned into this thing.
And so finally,
we had to start Googling.
we Googled. I was like, I've never been to a MacGuffin's Irish pub. I don't know what you're talking about. You're the guy who fucked up here.
And I'm like, the pennies were in your car. 90%. That's
so we Googled
possession is
MacGuffin's.
9/10 of the law, motherfucker.
We Googled MacGuffin's Irish pub,
Is
and
it
then it
AMC?
came up. It's in AMC theaters, and we're like,
Oh yeah.
oh, 2 of these are mine, 2 of these are yours.
But like we got so drunk, we totally forgot about
all of it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
This is why you need to learn how to pour Jaeger properly. Because we drank cups of Jaeger and then had lots of beer. And then we could, I don't know how we drove home. I'm assuming you drove. And that we got home. and then
Assuming I had drive home safe powder.
To the point where not even seeing the cups, were oh yeah. Like I saw the cups and it was like, fuck
We
this
must have
bitch.
just got in the car, like threw them in the back seat.
Like it was
Irresponsible, whatever it was.
It was so unclear to me.
And so, yeah, it actually led to
buy AMC
a
stock.
blow-up argument. And so, anyway, buy AMC stock. What I'm saying is, we've been believers in this company for a long time. So, back in January, the stock started driving up with GME, GameStop, and then AMC was kind of a follower along that. People were like, they're over-shorting these companies. People are like, they're shorting my childhood.
Yeah, they're trying to short sell. Yeah, short.
And they're driving these businesses out, out of existence,
Well, 'cause
and we don't want them to go.
During the pandemic, people weren't going out and doing
Yes.
shit. GameStop was clearly going to dry up, but like AMC,
was being hammered.
Yes, they're getting beaten up. So like
They can't make any money. They're in huge debt. So anyway, short sellers are trying to shut them down. So, but all of a sudden everybody started buying in. The retail investors started driving the stock up. And as they drove it up, Dave Portnoy, our personal investment guru, stepped in and invested a large amount of money in the $20 range. So he went on to Charles Payne's show on Fox Business, and this is an interview that you need to see, that you need to understand. And so let's just share this together.
Back in February of this year, the financial media was playing taps for what they call the meme stock and calling its revolution dead, as many of those big names that were highlighted had come down significantly from their highs, although they were well above their lows. Now, there was a general feeling, though, that it was time to do a post-mortem on the movement. For many, it was also time to say, I told you so. Everyone eagerly reached out to Dave Portnoy, who, well, he helped, people, he made the term and the word stonks popular last year. And he was always a stand-up guy. He gave a bunch of interviews, including one with Stuart Varney on this network on February 17th. And Dave Portnoy joins me now. Dave, during that
There's our
interview,
guy.
there were a bunch of full screens, and they had a lot of Reddit names in there. And it struck me as I was reviewing it today. GameStop was 47, it's 217 now. AMC was $5, it's 56. Express up more than 100% to 250, now it's 577. Are you surprised how this movement held, and it seems to be gaining even more strength?
I don't know if the word would be surprised, but I give credit to all the people who have stayed in it and held it. I mean, the thing that stopped it the first
We've
time,
seen him say some absurd shit.
was when they froze trading. And they're not really doing that anymore, and it's come back. So, I guess I would have to say I'm surprised because I don't own them, and I wish I did. So if I knew it was coming, I would have them. I guess I am a little bit surprised, but good for them.
You know, my favorite movie, one of my top 3 movies is Cool Hand Luke. I know you know the movie, and you know the part where he comes back and he becomes a model prisoner and everyone gets pissed off, right? Because he was the Maverick. And of course, later on in the show, he did something like that. But you kind of remind me of that movie in the sense that you admitted you took a $700,000 hit and you said you were paper hands. Now, so many of these people who were in this, a lot of them got drawn into it because of you. They're so disappointed and angry at you. What do you say to them?
Oh, those people are idiots. Yeah, we don't pay any attention to those morons. Listen, most of the people who are saying paper hands and this and that, they lost 5 cents. They lost a nickel. I lost 700 grand. I got out of it. I took my beating. So anybody paper hands, I'd like to wrap them in toilet paper and glue lettuce to them and set them afloat in the ocean. I don't pay any attention to those idiots.
What does that mean?
Really? That's kind of cool,
Look,
Dave.
Pat, do you want to learn about investing or not? I have chosen Dave Portnoy as the financial guru for this channel, and you're not going to hear him out.
First off, Dave Portnoy is a bro dude that lucked out by his meme website catching traction. That's all he is. He's a bro dude. He's a guy that would crush beer cans on his head at the frat parties.
Okay.
That's who he is.
All right, you're upsetting me.
Because I'm right. And now you called me and my wife paper hands when
I did.
Some stocks got
You sold at 20 and then you sold at 50.
I think we sold at 60, but not the point. We still have stock. It's not.
No.
It's,
Well, keep holding. Keep hodling, Bar. I was just giving you a hard time.
I do. I want to crash again.
I sold some too.
I want to buy some more. Yeah, but we bought out of what our initial investment, so now it's all just play money.
Yeah.
So we're all fucking around. But that's my wife. She's like, "Do you want to put any money in anything else right now?" I'm like, "Not right now.
Not right
It's a
now.
little volatile."
Just wait. Just wait.
I was like, I'm waiting
Let's
for
hold on.
Tesla to tank a little further. I was like, let's just get.
Tesla's heading the other way right now. But
I know, but I was like, I know that what's his nuts is going to come out and shoot his mouth off a couple times, and we'll get some of that.
All right. Well, look. Let's let Dave
a guy like you
and Charles
when
finish
they
this
put
off because
all of
it's.
their money in that you didn't have to
Listen
sell.
to this
that you were the
conversation.
face
This is
of
important.
Movement, that when you gave up, you helped the establishment when they needed you most. I mean, why would you diss them now? Why would you call them names now?
Charles, you're being a naive fool. These people, these are Twitter eggs that you're listening to. The real people who have money in it and understand how it works, they're not the ones calling names. I'd love to see the bank accounts and the receipts of these people. And by the way, I don't know what they'd be mad at me for. I sold. If they held, they'd be rich. So what are they getting mad?
No, I think a lot of them did hold.
I sold it.
I think they were disappointed. They were just disappointed because they looked up to you. I'm not being a fool. I'm asking a legitimate question.
You listen to that. If you listen to what people say on social media, you'll never leave your mom's basement. Come on.
Well, I live in a pretty big house, so I'm not worried about that.
There's that flex, baby.
So now you're saying that these same folks that looked up to you, that jumped on the stonks bandwagon, now you're calling them names, now you're dissing them as belittling them as people with not a lot of money. It sounds like you're belittling these folks.
Calling me names. I don't worry about the haters and whatnot.
Okay. Right, Dave.
So, but why do you feel the need to belittle these people? Why do you want to look at their bank accounts? They don't have as much money as you do.
They're throwing stones at statues. You're talking about people who are out there, paper hands, this, that. Why the need to belittle them? Who's belittling who? I wouldn't know they existed if they weren't tweeting at me and you.
Yeah, but you could be the bigger man in this particular place. Can you see where they had a lot of faith in you?
You're asking me about a segment of people who live to stir the pot, and I'm surprised you're falling for it. Show
No,
me the
I'm not
receipts.
falling
If
for
these
anything.
people,
The bottom
if
line,
these
here's the
people
thing.
that you're
Here's the
talking
thing.
about, Charles, can show me their trades when I traded it, they followed suit or whatever, and they have more than 5 cents in it, then I'll apologize.
All right, well, I think you're going to owe a lot of people an apology. Not that they sold when you sold, because they're saying that you were paper hands and they're diamond hands, but you didn't live up to what you were saying. That you helped create a movement, and at the first sign of danger, you were the one who blinked. And that's why they lost respect.
and he sold.
Trading, Charles. I
right?
didn't know they could
Is
do
that
that.
true?
Yeah, he lost
Do your
$700,000.
research and see the
If he'd
sequence
held
of
that,
events. I didn't
he would have made
start it.
tens of
I
millions.
joined it.
If you watch my show, I actually have chronicled this better than anyone else, and
Well,
why
then how
it
is
was
that,
wrong for Robinhood.
How is that get
Why it was
panicking
wrong
when they
for Robinhood to
froze,
close trading. Because not everyone sold AMC at $5.
Well, then they're
some people
rich
held
and they
on to
wouldn't
it.
be complaining, would they?
Well, they might be complaining. Rich people
Well,
complain
you
all the
get
time.
what,
You're
how
rich and you
made
complain a
millions
lot.
of dollars because you held,
Hold on,
and then you
hold
go
on.
make fun on Twitter of somebody who sold. That's not how
Would
it
you-
works. They're partying on their yacht.
Would you step up? Would
This
you
is
step
their
up for
serious
these people,
business
Dave,
channel.
and try to help
How
them
are you
now?
making no sense? You're being
I'm trying to. No, I'm not being. You're
Hold on.
being a
No,
little bitch.
there's
Listen,
one
would
thing.
you step
One
up for
interchange.
these people and go to Gary Gensler.
Hold on.
Go
Oh,
to Gary
God, you
Gensler
talked-
and say
you made me
help
talk
change
to
the
him.
rules.
I like that.
Would you step up for these people, Dave, and try
Step
to
up
help
how?
them
You're
now
making
get
no
the.
sense. You're being a
I'm
moron.
trying to. No, I'm not being. You're being a little bitch. Listen, would you step up for these people and go to Gary
When a big
Gensler-
black man calls
go
you a
to
little
Gary
bitch,
Gensler and say help
you
change
might
the
be a little
rules?
bitch.
Would you ask Gary Gensler to change the rules?
Social media is making a mockery of you right now.
Little paper hands, little bitch. Anyway,
By the way, buy a stock for you, not because someone told you to.
no, buy it because you like the stonk. And we enjoy AMC. We have for a long time.
I don't think AMC's going anywhere. That's why I thought when
It's
I
not
bought it
going
$2, I'm like, yeah, sure, buy the fuck out
It's
of it.
not going anywhere.
It'll never go. It's not going to go away.
I love that he got Charles Payne to call him a little bitch on afternoon.
It hit heavy. All right, religious moment.
But he was being a little bitch. All right, Rodney Norman, everybody.
Are we doing religious moment or doing Rodney Norman? Religious moment down at the bottom.
Wait, you said Rodney Norman.
I thought you
Oh,
said-
spiritual advisor. My bad.
Yeah.
Spiritual advisor.
Are you doing a religious moment or are you not doing religious?
We're going to do one. I got it right here.
We'll do. That's what I said. I was like,
Oh, okay. We'll do that.
I looked underneath the Portnoy part.
Oh, my bad. My bad. You're right. This, I want to go in. I think every week there's time for Jesus.
Of course, always.
Yeah.
Always, sir.
And so, oh, God damn it. Will you stop that? What's it doing?
Did it get deleted?
No way. It was just on there earlier when okay, there we go. Wait, did I get deleted? Is the stream still on? Okay, it says I have internet access.
Diamonds are worthless. Money is made of paper.
All right.
We're
going to have to come back to this.
I think it was.
There's no way it got deleted. Something's going
go
on.
to Right Wing Watch. Just go straight to the range. Just go right to the page. Try to look at it a bit different. What's wrong with that tweet?
This is it.
That video's got issues.
Something's going on. You know, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. They haven't deleted it, but for some reason, maybe it's in my cache. Hold on, let me try this. Let's go. Here's a little secret, Pat.
Are you going incognito?
Yeah. That won't have the same cache. Let's see if it's still doing it there. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
All right, here we go.
Switch the.
Greg Locke.
Switch our views to the good views.
He's got some very. You know what?
Just let him talk.
Let's just enjoy a moment with God, everybody.
God's about to bring the whole house down, ladies and gentlemen. These bunch of sex trafficking mongrels are about to be exposed. These bunch of pedophiles in Hollywood are going to be exposed for who they are.
Okay. You know what?
I don't care what you think about fraudulent Sleepy Joe. He's a sex trafficking, demon-possessed mongrel. He's of the left. He ain't no better than the Pope and Oprah Winfrey and Tom Hanks and the rest of that wicked crowd. God is going to bring the whole house down. I said he's going to bring the whole house down.
I know. We probably need to let all that soak in. Windmilling. Just windmilling.
What, even Toy Story? Whoa.
Those are all pedophiles. The Pope, Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks.
Hey, I got a question. How long has this been there? It's Christmas? This is good?
Yeah, that's probably fine. Do you want to have some eggnog?
How long is it long, man?
Eggnog in June is a rare thing.
Christmas in July, right?
What's the worst could happen? We're gonna shit our brains out tomorrow.
I'm gonna shit on the way home.
It looks good.
It looks really good, actually. It smells great. You know what? I need to start remembering to do that at the end of the season. Just go ahead and
I wish
buy
we
some.
would have put it in Jaeger. We have fresh glasses, but
No. You want that cinnamon on the back.
this smells fine.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna buy some
You know
eggnog
what?
at the
You know
end
what? God wouldn't punish us. He's got Oprah Winfrey and Tom Hanks and the Pope.
I get about 15 minutes. We'll find out. Eggnog in June.
Eggnog in June, everybody. Hope you're celebrating with us.
That was really good.
Really good. How did it stay good for 6 months?
Evan Williams is magic.
That's really good. Wow. It's rare that you get to enjoy. You know what? While we're having another shot, let's let him finish his point. I'm sure he wants to sharpen it and explain about some of those people.
Yeah.
Oprah
Winfrey, Tom Hanks,
the Pope,
Sleepy Joe,
Joe Biden.
No, Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe, I mean. I'm sure he wants to clarify what he means here.
He's going to burn the whole thing to the ground. He's going to expose all these bunch of pedophiles. I'm telling you, he's going to expose Kamala Harris for the Jezebel demon that she is. I don't know why pastors don't talk about this stuff. Well, I do. They don't want to seem crazy. I'm already crazy.
As long as he knows. Don't seem crazy. I'm already crazy.
People like, do you really think it's that much of an epidemic? Do you honestly believe, we're going to get some more crazy. Do you honestly believe, Pastor Locke, that the military uncovered tunnels beneath the Capitol building and beneath the White House and in the Five-Fingered Lakes? Do you really believe that they found kids? Yeah, both live ones and dead ones. And if you disagree with that, and if you try to discount that, and if you try to cover that, and if you try to keep that on the DL, you're just as complicit as Hunter Biden and the rest of them bunch of crack-smoking perverts.
Woo! Hot take!
That might be the hottest of takes.
Woo! But you know what? Straight from the lips of God himself.
I mean, the Pope definitely hides pedophiles. So, like,
I'm not
I'm
not saying he's
kind of holds up, right?
The mostly or least guilty of those pedophiles that were clearly named.
With Tom Hanks.
I mean, like you could tell. You can tell. Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Punchline?
Sort of see it.
He sleeps with Sally Field. And then later he does a movie called Forrest Gump where Sally Field plays his mom. Does that not sound weird to you?
A little weird. A little weird.
Mm-hmm.
So.
A little odd.
A little odd. So, anyway, I hope everyone soaked that in real good.
Yep, did a good job.
Everything's good there.
Yeah, I don't understand the Five-Finger Lake.
The tunnels.
The tunnels under this, like, Lake Superior has fuck tunnels for.
No, the Finger Lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in New York.
Oh, the Finger Lakes. That's what he's saying.
What are the five main? Yeah, the five Finger Lakes. There's tunnels underneath there where we keep I'm sorry, I'm a liberal and I need to confess. That's where we keep our kids, both dead and alive.
Okay, the Finger Lakes are the ones. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Okay, I thought he was talking about the Great Lakes. I was like,
The 5 Finger Lakes. That's in New York.
Okay, I got it now. I was so confused. I was like, wait, I thought
they're like long and narrow.
Okay, I thought you were
looking
talking. Yeah, I
little
thought you were
things.
talking about the Great Lakes. I was like, wait, like Lake Superior has fuck tunnels? Because I'm like, that sucks.
Or
could blow. Okay. So the 5 finger banging lakes.
5 finger banging lakes,
Banging lakes,
have secret finger banging tunnels under them.
Yeah.
It's important that you know this.
Got a leaky dike.
We're just look. We just want you to have the heads up in case like the Pope comes over and is spending the night
Don't
at your
call it
house.
head. Like, you know, be
Brain.
polite. Yeah, give him a brain.
Brain.
Give him a brain. Get your brains up. Your head's down. Cheers. Man, eggnog is
We're
doing a
gonna
pretty good
shit
job.
our brains
I'm gonna
out.
shit so much, dude.
I'm thinking like 3:30, 4 a.m. You know what I mean? Like you wake up, your stomach's
Panic.
just in knots.
Panic, get up. I'm like, oh god,
Oh god.
I hobble over there. I got to fart, and then I got clenched.
Yeah, and you're just sitting there with your pants down around your ankles, sort of softly weeping.
See,
honey, are you okay? Shut up!
Shut up! Is this because you drank eggnog on that stream with your stupid friend? Shut up!
Your boyfriend ate 6-month-old eggnog?
live from the crapper later tonight. We'll live stream.
I'll tweet.
My
I'll tweet if it comes to that.
I'll shoot a quick video and put it on my Twitter. Just follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. I'll do the same thing. And we'll see
if I get
if we both end up sitting and filming a live video,
shitting our brains out.
shitting our brains out.
Go. Link should be in the description for our Twitters.
Yeah.
Go ahead and follow us there.
Yeah.
And,
And so we'll see in the morning how close we were.
If I get up, I'll at least shoot a video and I might post it later. I don't know if I shoot it live. I don't know if I go with Periscope or what it's called.
I won't go live. I'll
But
shoot
I will-
the video and then
I will-
I'll tweet it
I'll-
right then.
I'll tweet it. Yeah, it depends how long I'm on the toilet. I might have plenty of time to tweet, talk about it. I might be there for a minute. But anyway, all right. So religious moment. I like it. We can probably keep religious moment, whether it's weekly or just when we.
It
have
won't
good-
always be Greg Locke. I don't know if I can take
No, but that's good.
his brand.
That's good. That's good. Keep that on there, and if you guys ever see a great political or not political, a religious pundit essentially firing off shots.
Yeah,
into
something nice.
something
Something that makes you feel good, like along those lines.
Yeah, LOL. It could be a decent meme, I guess, too. But I like a video. It works best.
Yeah.
But-
Please share it with us.
Yeah, share it with us.
So we can share it with the whole gang.
We'll post it into our doc.
Like, not all 12 of you who
Um,
are in this stream follow me on Twitter. So
Let's skip Roddy Norman this week. Let's just go ahead and fire through. I don't think. No.
Oh, wow,
Frankie,
we don't
have weather either because he has not talked about the weather. He's talked to a lot of people and told everyone that he's okay.
He likes to imagine things happening at 9999999 like miles per hour or leagues beneath the sea
Or
or
he's doing okay, and yeah, that's about all we.
yeah. So it's been a weird time for for our weatherman who's forgot that he does weather.
Do we need to turn on? Wait, no, that works. Okay, yeah, get that on. Okay, let's.
It's time for the most talented man on the internet, everybody.
We got a few to this time. Can't remember this one at all.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal under.
Let's see. Let's see.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Wait, hold on. You can see there's a rogue ping pong in the corner.
Oh yeah,
We
up
lost-
here.
lost some of the talent
We've
that
got
day.
we got a missing bro.
Yeah, this
A
is
man down.
This has been a long day for our talented man and his pot cock.
All right.
Well, let's look at that one. He's given us a couple gems there.
Okay,
recently
okay.
that I
Look, he has been doing a lot.
And we haven't been able to. Let's go to the
And
next one.
I'm glad he wanted to do a BTS meme. That's good. It's good.
It's going back to the watermelon. I think we've seen versions of this.
We have seen versions, and for those of you who are longtime fans of Mr. Oscar, then you've seen the rubber bands around the watermelon. You've seen the wine glass. You've seen all of the elements used here. Is he got a shower curtain here? Is he learning? Is he? I think he may be predicting.
I think that's that way he made a closet out of like one of those pull-up bags that like turns into a closet.
He maybe. Well, it looks like there's something here too. I think maybe he's predicting. Hey, you remember that last time we did the watermelon thing?
Yeah.
I had to clean my apartment for 3 hours.
No. Yeah, it looks like there's plastic on the door.
Maybe. Yeah. There's plastic on the board. Yes, I think he's.
He's not stupid. He's the most talented man in the world.
Yeah, he's talented and smart
And attractive.
And attractive, objectively.
And squinty.
Here we go. Got those goddamn velveteen rabbit eyes. Oh shit!
God.
Hold on. I wasn't expecting it.
Neither was he, dude. Oh God.
I wasn't ready, so I want to see it again.
Yeah,
I want to see it
this is why I
again.
put this up for Mother's Day and we didn't do a stream.
Oh, he's
Mr.
so
Nesby,
talented.
you
So
cuss out.
talented. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, Mr. Buchanan, you are the best. You are so talented.
So
I think we have one more. I think this is the freshest of the like. This might be like really. I think this one like happened today or something.
Oh, really?
This one. He has to actually do some explanation of what what the talent's about to be, because you have to be fully aware. He can't show you full talent, so he has to kind of demonstrate the talent and then do the talent. It's look. Sometimes talent has to work with a mask.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. It's not always
bangers.
It's not always talent. Can be subtle.
Yeah,
And it can be nuanced.
You need a Penn Gillette, Penn and Teller, where they sometimes just show you what the trick is.
Yes.
So he's going to show you the trick, and then he's going to do the trick.
Okay.
That's essentially what's
Very. Oh, he's good. Penn and Teller. This is great.
Hit, flip up, and then beautifully into his
Oh, all right. Twist.
And his wee-wee. One more time. Let's watch it one more time.
That is impressive. That is.
That was a long.
Oh wait,
day.
they couldn't see it.
Yeah, you probably have to put that
Oh
back.
man, I'm really upset. But you know what? They didn't hear anything.
All right, let's go.
Sorry about that.
Let's go back to the
Here we go.
full
Here we go.
demonstration.
Here. Now I want you to see it.
Yeah.
We've already seen this, so.
Goddamn eggnogs aren't being stupid. Can you not just be happy, guys, that we now have to do another shot? Here we go.
I don't know if I really want to risk another.
You have no choice.
Evan Williams.
Well, you shouldn't have had a technical difficulty. I know that I challenge the technical difficulties. Stop giving me daily briefings. Does your watch give you daily briefings?
Yeah, it gets through daily briefings, but usually in the morning.
Well, mine wants to do
Yours
it
is
at
new.
night.
I really like it, by the way. I really like the. He's got the
titanium band and everything.
Yeah, briefing access.
Yeah, X on that. I don't
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you do. Here you go. I gave permission. And so now it will give you news, like when your pulse is too high, it'll give you news about, like, hey, you're dying.
I don't need to know about
Hey,
that.
maybe you should skip salt for lunch.
I had McDonald's for dinner, so.
Oh, God, I want McDonald's so bad. Fuck. So hungry. I'm going to eat macaroni and cheese once I kick you out of here.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully that was the only one you missed.
No, we're not doing Rodney Norman this
We're not going to do Raleigh more.
There it is.
Yep. It's getting time.
I think that's it. I think we nailed it, man. Good job.
That was the show.
Well, let's go to the one super chat we had.
Oh, shit. I forgot that came in and we never read it.
Nope.
It's probably about, like, the most recent topic, though. So,
Yeah.
let's go straight to
Did
that.
about
You
like
want to read it?
Like an hour ago. Yeah, click on that. I can't see it.
You can't see that. T-Nav has super chatted $4.99.
All right.
I'm
Says,
not 100% on that.
Yeah. Sam's show. Sam who?
Cedar. Oh, I see what you did there.
The first half. Okay, good to know that it wasn't going to be read till way later.
Because it does change as the day goes. Anyway, go ahead.
Is on NBC's Peacock app. That's
I like the Peacock app, by the way.
I think we're gonna have to get it from our parents because they.
Well, I have the free version, and there's tons of shit to watch. On it.
Additional huge audience right there. Yeah, that's the
That's
other
true.
thing. He's on.
He's not obscure.
Yeah, he's not.
It's not me
it's a
or
weird-
you.
It's a weird flex to say I refuse to start on live.
Never heard of
And
it.
then also say I refuse to have a debate with someone whose audience that no one knows. I'm like, but shouldn't the debate stand for itself regardless of the, or is it because you need or clout chasing?
And yeah, that's the thing. Was he? I think he was. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. Sam could have been
So on
somebody.
today's episode.
Hold on. You know what? Let's watch this. Some of you may not be aware of this, so we're just gonna go ahead and here's Sam.
Episode of Sam Could Have Been Somebody. This is actually something that I still get stopped in bars over these next clips, and it's always
Just gonna watch a couple
by
clips.
women because I actually played Letterman Lou on season 3, episode 44 of Sex in the City. Sex in
Which you might
Another
recognize.
City.
I
Yes, it
didn't
was
even
shot
realize
in
it
LA.
was it, but
I
as
was
soon as
actually
I
living
saw
in
it,
New
I
York
was
at
like,
the time, and
oh my God, I
coincidentally
remember that guy.
happened to be out in LA. So here it is. Of course, we have some of my office mates are pretty excited about this. Right, ladies?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Let's hit play.
I don't think
Lou asked Miranda to meet him at the Flowing Tree. Surrounded by all these tan, fit, happy people, she knew she would recognize pale, chubby, unhappy Lou immediately.
Miranda?
Oh, my God!
Do I look that different?
Well, let's just say it's a good thing you still wear that hat.
Oh, please. If you ever see me in the Lakers hat.
I know. Shoot you.
Exactly.
You look amazing.
Thanks. Want to grab a drink?
Oh, please. Yes, let's go. The sight of all these bleached teeth is blinding.
No, I mean, grab something here. This place is known for its green tea infusions.
Please, infusions? Could
He's a
LA
New-
be
he's a
any
Brooklyn
worse?
guy who moved to
Take off that hat.
LA.
I'm going to shoot you right now.
Yeah.
Actually, I really like it here.
Hang on. What happened to the guy I used to share beers with and make fun of happy people?
I know. The thing is, I think I'm one of those happy people now.
Wow. I mean, good for you.
I know it sounds crazy, but I think I was just supremely unhappy in New York. I mean, I came out here and I let a lot of that old toxic anger go. I take things slowly, get outside. Ellie agrees with me.
Miranda realized she was the one standing out in that room. She was the only angry New Yorker for miles.
Hey, let's go for a hike.
See you, buddy.
Look, Sam could have been somebody. He did okay.
Yeah,
he's
also,
not a stand-up comedian, Steven. He's an actor.
He's also self-aware.
He's an actor. So anyway, I in case you that was the one I was like, I remember this episode.
I haven't watched that show. So.
I watched the whole fucking thing. My first wife was obsessed with it, and I had to watch the whole fucking thing, start to goddamn finish with my first wife.
No, with my wife, when she was watching that shit, I could just tune off and just fall asleep.
Well, see, at the time, it wasn't like that. There weren't streaming services, Mr. fucking tight ass. It was you watch what was fucking coming on.
Yeah, but I was on tour when this show was on, so I was not there.
Oh, maybe.
So I literally could just.
Well, most of it I watched before I ever moved to Atlanta. I guess you were still on tour.
Yeah, I would be on tour at that point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I didn't know. I don't really know.
So, anyways, Sam could have been somebody. He's not a completely nobody.
I know that you're a real Samantha, but that's a bit from another movie that references the show. So I don't even know.
Anyway, I felt like, what was Steven's big acting role? Like, what if Sam would have just been like, huh, this fucking guy, this actor, who you haven't even been on an HBO show,
Has he been on
Steven? Probably. Let's fucking find out. Let's go to the IMDb.
Can we be this motherfucker? I'll try to read.
And we'll compare, and everybody can say.
Craftspackle Super Chat at $5. Do gorilla fart, boys.
No.
What's gorilla farts?
We're AMC apes. We're apes. Oh. Here we go. What?
Bend and break? What is that?
Okay, here it is. Here it is.
Filmography, Louder with Crowder.
Hold on. Actor. He's got 16 credits.
The Velveteen Rabbit? Wait, he was in the Velveteen Rabbit?
What? What? That is not true.
Wait.
It says he was baseball boy number 1.
And he was wearing a baseball shirt.
In the Velveteen Rabbit.
And he was wearing a baseball shirt in his interview or his debate with Ethan. And he quotes Velveteen Rabbit.
Shit,
Wow, this guy's caught up.
Holy shit, dude. What? He was in the Velveteen Rabbit.
So who's the Velveteen Rabbit now?
You know what? Let's just play a clip from Steven. We'll play. I don't know. We'll pick this one.
Yeah.
Okay. This is an ad.
That's an ad, absolutely. All right.
It's the same kind of clip. Obviously a romantic comedy type of clip.
Is he trying to break the ice?
No, that can't be Steven.
What's up?
That's not Steven Crowder.
No.
Hey.
No, this is a clip from a show he was in that he doesn't get to.
Broken the ice.
All right.
The ice was there. Unless he drives by and throws a cup.
Yeah, right here at the end.
Like just throws a milkshake at the kid.
Gay!
So this is a clip from a show
that he's in. But the clip, what?
That's not Steven Crowder.
That's not Steven Crowder.
That guy just
he plays guy across the street number 2. All right,
guy retrieving his mail or putting his garbage out.
All right, I thought that would have been a clip of him.
Those are just related videos. I thought.
Oh, they're related videos. Oh man,
So
I wanted to have a clip.
He didn't even make it into his related. Look at that.
What is this?
Look at that cute little punums.
I know. Hold on, look at that. He is looking adorbs.
Oh,
All right, let's watch this.
This gotta be its trailer, man.
Hold on, it says 6 videos.
It says 2 images.
Oh, it says 6 videos. Let's go in here.
Oh, those are the all
Yeah,
related.
it does say that that had him in it.
Not in that clip. So that's just the trailers for the videos movies he was apparently he at least was credited high enough to have.
Let's try this one.
A location in the movie.
Let's try this one.
Big idea picture.
Why do we brag about sex?
Wait,
I mean, look at it. Sex is a normal
I wanna
bodily
see him.
function,
So this is super
just like
independent
going
film.
to the bathroom, eating, sleeping, but we don't
There he
brag
is,
about that stuff.
in the
do
back
we?
in the green hoodie.
Yep, that's him. Green hoodie.
Is that Sam?
Come on, Leo.
Is that Sam?
Is that Sam Cedar?
Guy talking part.
I don't even care. You guys act like I'm bothered by this. I'm totally okay.
Take out your wallet. You're over.
How could you not believe
Look,
There he is. There he is, folks.
Well, it makes sense.
He's acting the shit out of this scene, dude.
Oh,
Brad
he's
Pitt,
paying
Jennifer
attention. He's
Aniston,
guy in the
Angelina
back
Jolie,
paying
Gary
attention.
Busey.
I think I want to get into a fight.
Why you want to get into a fight? I don't know.
That's the clip we need. We need that clip. I think I want to get into a fight and just have that.
Just have it to hold it.
Big old hole.
Everyone.
Nice
Go, what's the
shiner.
movie called?
Hey!
Big Idea or something?
We'll go back in just a second.
Thank you.
That girl over there gave me your number.
We need to start tweeting that at him.
Jules?
Never
And
gonna
then,
guess
like,
who I ran into today. You guys
a
remember
cut
June?
to-
June Vanover?
Yeah.
From high school?
Yeah.
Call me this week and we'll get together and catch up.
What do you think of this? You think this is a good
It
thing?
is.
He used to be obsessed with her. Well, you don't know the whole story.
He's guy who
I
gets
just came out
talked
of a
to,
bad
seems
breakup.
to.
Look at me
Well,
talking about my
he
exes
said he
already.
wants to get into a
beginning
fight.
of the date, she did bring up her ex-boyfriend.
I broke up with him. But, you know, long enough to be
Sam
over
Cedar was
him.
actually a legitimate programmer. Oh, that's how.
Wow, that
Just turned
focus.
17. She's kind of hot, maybe. No, don't use that
Okay,
word
he
referring
just
to
said,
my
I just turned 17.
Wait, roll it back. 2 seconds.
How old is she? She just turned 17. She's kind of hot, maybe. No, don't use that word referring to my sister.
See? He doesn't know how to talk to women. He uses inappropriate dialogue.
It proves he can act. Because real Steven Crowder.
Oh, look, he's naked.
Wow, that was not Steven Crowder.
That was some balls.
You're never gonna guess what I found the other day.
Bulges.
God, you look so young. The guy was in a band and, you know, U2 cover band actually.
Bend and Break is the name of the movie. There he is, everybody.
Want to get in a fight.
You know what I read today in the newspaper? Is that my horoscope that I'm
And then Sam
What
Cedar.
about the people whose zodiac sign was their ruling planet was Pluto? Oh, you guys are jerks. You know that? You said offensive
Fair enough.
about a little horoscope. Why can't you guys just leave me alone?
There was his big joke.
Nailed it. Landed. Set the hook.
All right, so there it is, everybody. You know what? We gave everybody equal time. I feel like we did the right thing there.
I want that clip.
Don't worry, we have it. The internet has it forever. Right there.
I want to use it. I wanna use
Bend
it so
and
much.
break. The audio on that was shit.
Oh, I'll have to clean it up in audition, but yeah. Can't wait to shit my brains out later. All right.
Oh, I forgot I was going to show that one tweet from my followers, so I'm going to show it right now, everybody. Okay, you ready?
No context. There we go. Days without Jewish tricks. 1. Oh, he's got to switch back to 0. Okay. There we go. That was totally worth the moment. Yep. Leave it. Crowder, H3 situation in a meme. Yep.
Everything is bad.
Dirty.
All of it is wrong.
Jewish tricks.
Hey, look. Really glad you guys came out and hang out with us. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, where in a few hours we should be shitting our brains out if expiration dates are real. Now,
This is
if
full
they're
Evan
not,
Williams. Evan Williams removes expiration dates because Evan Williams kills everything.
yeah,
Like your will to live.
like they should put a little Evan Williams into every gallon of milk. First, it helps babies sleep, and then second, your
Toothaches,
milk lasts forever.
And if the baby's teething,
It just feels weird to have eggnog in June.
that's shit's starting. I just shit my pants. Little poop came out. All right. So am I just gonna sit in this, or are we gonna end this thing?
All right, hey everybody. Next week we'll probably post a little something from the 4th of July because I think it's a cool thing. So maybe we could go live for just a minute
On
and
Twitter?
show a little bit around.
On Twitter?
Sure.
Let's just do it on Twitter.
On Twitter, that sounds fine.
So follow us on Twitter for shitting our brains out and
And 4th of July, which I know that we keep saying that name and it's got to make you have questions.
We like the show Archer, where it popularized the term 4th of July. And every 4th of July, it's like my favorite holiday. It's one of the few parties that we throw every year. We
don't throw many.
We throw a Super Bowl party. We do the Wheel of Misfortune. I mean, go to jail though, sir.
Go to jail party.
Do not collect $200.
That's right.
And 4th of July, those are like the parties.
Those are the big three.
Those are the ones we do. And 4th of July was the one that I have to take on. Like you take on at this point, you do the Wheel of Misfortune more than I do. I try to show up, and oh man, I had to flex on the wife. I'd be like, no, Lainey is going to go spin the wheel. I will take Lainey over there because I got to help set up, and we'll get 4th of July.
Yeah, it sucks because last time, I know she was still a little young last time Halloween, but like we had a pirate ship. I know. And like they took the pirate ship all around the neighborhood, and oh man, it would have been great.
This time I'll have an infant strapped to my chest. So I said, look, I'll show up with Lainey early. We'll set up the Wheel of Misfortune. She can spin the wheel. Maybe I'll take her do some quick trick or treating, amongst the wherevers. And but I was like, she'll have a good time at the wheel. I was like, there's plenty of candy for her to eat and have a good time. She doesn't really need to go door to door and talk to people. And then whenever the wife shows up with little or fat, take little fat home. I'll keep little or fat because little or fat's just gonna be strapped to my chest at that point. Who gives a shit? So he can just chill, whatever.
All right.
So,
I think we're great.
4th of July.
Because last year you were like half an hour, dude, and you're out. You came in and you did what you could, and then you had to retire.
I buzzed through, but now we have 2.
And it was actually turned out to be a really good year.
We actually now have 2 though sangria punch bowls, so we don't have to. Like that was the other problem is that you would make the sangria, then go outside and start running the wheel with me, and then you come back in and all the freeloaders had drank
all the sangria.
And it's just fruit stuck inside of the pour spout.
Yeah,
so now we have 2, so you don't have to try to.
Tons of black sangria, which I'll give my special negra sangria recipe. I'll give that out.
It's really, really delicious. We get a lot of it.
Actually, somebody said in the chat that they thought that was Crowder's brother's movie.
That was Crowder. It might have been his brother.
No, but his brother made the movie.
Let's do more research.
So we'll look at that. Keep clubbing. Said that Without a Paddle used that song better.
Was that the same song Without a Paddle used?
Yes.
That's what's his name?
Famously. Eon Mike said, was that Mumkey Jones?
Oh, Mumkey.
Mumkey can't act that well. All right.
Y'all gotta try spiced rum with eggnog. No, I don't.
I mean, I'll try it.
I'll fuck with it, but we're going to be having spiced rum on 4th of July.
I'm a little worried.
Oh, it's starting. Oh, no. Here comes the squeege.
I'm a little worried.
Look, your stomach was
that we've made a mistake.
Your stomach was already a little questionable.
It was already questionable.
Mine wasn't great. I went up there to take a quick pre-show poop-a-doo, and I'm like, I think I just turned on the fireworks. What are you doing?
I was looking at this.
Oh, you're gonna
watch out, lady.
Make soup.
Yeah.
That's the same guy.
Same guy. It was Alexander.
Oh,
and that's why I made this. I'm like, you're the only person who would get the joke.
I made the joke the other day.
It's a double inside
what
joke.
I make the joke about? Ben.
This is what I was doing yesterday at the light.
Ben Pie posted a whole picture, like glamour shot of himself. But we made so many jokes about this guy, and
we were having a great time making fun of him.
All the ladies, because he was flexing hard,
really turning it on, because he'll do backflips on this shit and
land on the top deck of the
with water going everywhere.
He does backflips.
His name's Alexander, and you know what? This year he came out and he was like, I was like, Alexander, what's up? He was like, hey, you didn't wear your rings. I almost didn't recognize you. And I'm like,
this guy does remember us.
He does remember. Did you overhear me say this? Because I had questions.
And we were loud and drunk.
We were being really loud. We're not quiet.
Our favorite thing to say is when someone is being douchey hot, which is
that's our genre.
Yeah, that's where we live. And when they start trying to be douchey to flex on whatever minimal skill, like this is the only place he can flex.
This is his venue.
You have to enter next to a lake with a jet ski for him to jetboard. And that's the only time he can be awesome and really show the ladies that he's worth his
he's
weight.
really good with the flyboard. He does this all the time. It's all he does every day.
And he shows people how to flyboard. And we tend to bring some spicy ladies out to the lake.
We do.
And man, we walk out there now with our little can of bouillon.
Yeah.
Start sprinkling them in the panties. Just walk around, ladies, bouillon, let's make some soup.
So I was out there watching him do the thing, and I just put my phone up real quick and just recorded a clip and said the joke from last, or it wasn't even last year, it was year before last.
Yeah, look.
2019.
Yeah.
And so it didn't get received well on Twitter. And I understand why.
I said it recently on Twitter. I don't remember.
So here's the joke.
Oh, watch out, ladies. Let's put a bouillon cube down your panties because we're making soup today.
That's right, man.
Luckily, there was a lady laughing in the background. I felt like I killed it. I'm really good at parties.
Yeah, that, by the way, guys.
And, I mean, you weren't there, which always puts me in a handicap. Like, when you're there, I can, like, level up.
Right, we get to
like, when you're not there, I feel like I have to carry the whole party on my back.
You got to climb the jokes with the other guy
Yeah.
that shoehorns in the jokes between. But
We are really good at parties. It's not just a meme. We crush
literally
it at
used to be
parties.
paid to do parties, by the way.
Like, that, we made a living
So
partying.
But the bouillon, like the fact that I used it recently.
It's a good line.
When Ben posted the glamour shot, and I said, "Oh my God, ladies, get out your bouillon cubes, because we making soup,
We're making
baby.
soup today."
Because like it's nothing. Like use it. Let's make it a thing.
Make it a thing.
I mean, we'll say that we came up with it, but it won't matter because as long as it becomes a thing. But like when someone is clearly douching out, you can be like, "Oh, ladies, put the bouillon cubes in your panties. We're making soup, baby."
In 2019, it killed. It killed. And we were also like, wait, did he hear that? Because the vibe changed.
He just landed on the deck above us.
And was like flying around, and it's like water going everywhere, and we're surrounded by
then it
women.
just stops.
Like there's so many chicks, and they burst out laughing.
Yeah.
And I felt like we may have been a little too loud and got his attention.
Well, we were drunk.
We were having a great time. We're good at parties. It's a fact. But hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Hire us for your next birthday party.
Thanks for the super chats. You stingy fuckers! No, God damn it! I just paid our taxes. Tip like you're giving to UNICEF.
All right, everybody. Thanks.